The Untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing games are missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, this is the official Chris Billiam-Smith versus Armend Xhoxhaj live fight reaction extravaganza. To my left, we got a man that needs an introduction, for he is known the world over from state to state, coast to coast, city to city. It's the one, it's the only, it's Pops.
Welcome to True School Sports. Fire away, BT.
So listen, I initially didn't plan on going live for this fight because, you know, you saw his face when I pronounced Chris Billiam-Smith's opponent's name, and I had to learn it last night.
Yeah.
Armend Xhoxhaj from Kosovo.
All right. It was Chinese or Japanese.
No, Armend Xhoxhaj. This is a fight for the WB. This is a fight for Chris Billiam-Smith of great importance because, you know, obviously Chris Billiam-Smith's in that Cruiserweight title mix. He's trying to fight for the world titles next. They say his next fight could be against the unified champion from Australia, Jay Opataya. So a lot to fight for in the fight with Chris Billiam-Smith. Now, we still got like 3 fights before the main event. We still got right now we're in the third of 8 rounds between 17-0 Corey Gibbs taking on 13-0 Jimmy First. It's a lightweight battle. We still have Daniel Dubois' sister, Caroline Dubios, in her 5th pro fight, 4-0, taking on the 5-7 Sofia Rodriguez. And then we have an interesting fight. We got Rocky Fielding. Remember that name? Rocky Fielding. He's taking on the British champion, Dan Azeez, for the British light heavyweight title. And then you have the main event, which does feature Bournemouth's very own, cruiserweight contender, Chris Billiam-Smith, as he takes on the fighter from Kosovo, Armend Xhoxhaj. Now, I can't lie. I have become a Chris Billiam-Smith fan so much. I mean, you guys can't see it, but I even got him on my wall right there because he had what I truly believe was one of the best fights of the year when he took on Isaac Chamberlain. It was a great fight domestically and just for the cruiserweight division in general. And that fight really made me a big fan of his. I think Chris Billiam-Smith was better than I gave him credit for. And I'm a fan, so I want to see him go on to win the world title. Cano Loco, what's good, champ? Yes, sir. The expert of Puerto Rican boxing. Hope all is well. He says salute to all. And what's up, Pops? Pops should be in here any minute now. He went to go do something, but he's here. Good to see you. Got Cano Loco Sports.
That's what I'm talking about. Oye, Boricua, ¿qué lo que hay? How you doing, Cano? God bless you, man. Hope everything's good with your family.
We got my man Jesus M in the building. Saludos, BT and Pops. Will there be a New Year's Eve card in Japan? Yes, there will be a card in Japan, and we're gonna have Kazuto Ioka taking on Joshua Franco. That's gonna be a great fight. So, listen, that's gonna be a great fight. I think the main event for this card between Chris Billiam-Smith and Armend Xhoxhaj. What a name, Armend Xhoxhaj. Will be a decent fight. I did watch a little bit of Xhoxhaj this morning because I don't know anything about him other than the fact that he's from Kosovo, right, and he's ranked. And, he can box a little bit, has a bit of pop. We'll see if he can back Billiam-Smith up because, Chris Billiam-Smith likes to press down on people.
Is he ranked or anything?
He's ranked 14th in the WBO and I think 9 in the IBF, something like that. So he's ranked. Yeah. We'll see what he can do against Chris Billiam-Smith. And then the next fight we got Caroline Dubois, who's Daniel Dubois' sister, who I had a chance to watch spar. Yeah, I saw her spar down here at Mundo Gym. She's good. She's really, really good.
Yeah, you like what you see.
Jesus M says Michael Mckinson beat a tough Robert Ariza from El Salvador. Who is next? Well, I had a chance to watch the fight. That guy was like 5 pounds over the weight limit. He came in. That guy is very experienced. He's fought Kavaluskas. He's fought a lot of names in the welterweight division, and he's a dangerous guy who can punch. So not the easiest guy he could have fought after Virgil Ortiz, but got the job done. He was 23-1.
He wants Rocha.
I think like Rocha, Rocha, Blair Cobbs, those kind of guys. I think that would be a good fight for him next. One of those dudes. If Conor Ben can prove that he's clean. I know that Michael Mckinson was very vocal about saying that he's the best welterweight in the UK. No, in the UK, period. Right. So if he wants to prove that and Conor Ben ain't on the gear,
What I like about McKinson is that he'll come back to the U.S. as many times as he has to. He's not one of those guys that wants to stay home and fight at home.
He can't. He can't.
Right,
He's
right.
not. He can't. He's from Portsmouth. He's
Right.
from.
He's not going to.
He don't sell a lot of tickets. I mean, they pretty much showed McKinson what they thought of him. This man just headlined in America against Virgil Ortiz, and they put him on the non-televised portion. So
no respect.
It was very difficult to watch this fight. Like if I didn't know how to work streams and stuff like that, I wouldn't have watched him fight. So
good luck to him. He got to win, and the sky's the limit for him.
Kano says Pops always has that energy.
Man. I'll be seeing you dress up nice with your grandkids. I see you looking good. That's what I'm talking about. And keeping the Puerto Rican boxing alive. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, yeah, look, this will be the first live today of 2 lives we're going to do. For those of you that are here that want to join us later, we will be live for the bigger fight later on between Frank Martin and Michel Rivera. Now, Pops is on record last night. He's got Michel Rivera by what decision?
Yeah.
And I've got Frank Martin by stoppage. So it should be a good fight. Should be a good fight later on. We're looking forward to it.
I think it's going to be a real good fight. You got the slick boxer and Michel Rivera going at it against Martin. Martin has not fought the same competition that Rivera's fought, but I mean, that's probably much about him, but he's got some pop in him.
They both fought around the same level.
Yeah.
You think Michel Rivera's fought better competition?
Yeah.
You just talking.
Yeah.
You just talking. You just saying stuff. At this point, you just saying things.
No, basically, I just think I still favor. I favor Michel. His height, distance. He's a slick fighter. I think he's going to be. He's going to take care of business tonight, and then bring on Tank Davis. Yeah.
So listen, man. While we're sitting here waiting for the this card to progress, because we still got Caroline Dubois, Rocky Fielding, and then the main event, and along with this fight going on right now, we here. So y'all got my undivided attention. Y'all got Pops' undivided attention. Everything. I don't really got no high expectations for this live because, this is like Chris Billiam-Smith. It's not even a big name in the UK. Kano says he's got Rivera too.
Yeah, I'm riding with him. Yeah, I think he's gonna come out and do it. People have been saying that Martin's got more power.
He does. He does have more power.
So they're saying that if Rivera stays in the pocket, that's going to be a big problem for him if Martin catches him. But I was reading for his last fight. Martin didn't really have a great outing in that fight.
He made a mistake.
Yeah.
There you go again.
But
that last fight
stuff. I've been riding with South Florida. I've been riding with a Dominican. I'm not turning my back on him. I'm going with them.
Well, it's not about turning my back or anything like that.
I'm just saying.
I don't think he's going to win. I don't think he's going to win.
I think he will.
Unless he learned how to properly place his feet against the southpaw, he ain't winning this fight.
Okay.
I got the ghost.
Okay.
The ghost will make that.
I am riding
the ghost.
The lookalike Muhammad Ali. He will win this fight, and he will go on to take on Tank Davis.
Let me see. Kano says I had Marcus and Dominic Valle on last night. Okay, good talented fighters from Pro Box. Listen, man, there's some good talented guys, and I hope they do well. But man, I don't know what your opinions on this are on Kano, but I feel like out of everybody on Pro Box, I know it's early in their career, but I feel like Pro Box is being a little bit cautious with them.
Ask me about those 2 Puerto Rican fighters.
The brothers? That's what he's talking about. He had them on his channel last time. They're good though. They're good fighters.
I don't think they don't impress me at all. Neither one of them. I'm sorry.
Oh damn.
Pro Box is hyping them to be something because they go to Orlando and then Tampa and they want that. To me, either one of them didn't impress me. Don't impress me.
Hyro says Martin had a great outing because Jackson Mariñez, who is a bitch. Oh my God! Here we go. It's not even. It ain't even been 10 minutes on the first live of the day, and Hyro's coming in here on that bullshit talking about this guy's a bitch, and that guy's a bitch. Hyro.
Hyro, it seems like you never left off from last night. The two to beat just continues on.
He's just on go. Like he's on go 24/7.
It's all right. It's all good. It's conversation, so it's good.
Got my man.
On to the next.
We got Al the Pal here. What it do? What's good, Al the Pal? Long time, man. Hope all is well.
Yep.
We here just I'm watching these 2 British fighters fight right now. I'm really just live right now because I like Chris Billiam-Smith. He beat my boy Isaac Chamberlain in the last fight, made a fan out of me. So I want to see how it looks tonight against this dude from Kosovo. And if he beats him, it looks like the fight they're gonna make for Chris Billiam-Smith next in the Cruiserweight division is that fight for the 2 world titles against Jael Pataya, who we just know beat Marius Briedis in a really, really good fight. So Cruiserweight division, I think it'll heat up next year.
What do you think about Chamberlain to get back up there or get a chance to
fight
like that?
He'll get a chance. He's got to win some fights. Hopefully win a British title or something like that. We got oh no, here we go with this. Michael Manning said, "What up, gents? The Bruins are on True School Sports Live." No, negative, sir. Negative,
yeah, Boston.
Negative, sir. Negative, sir. The greatest show on ice.
Massachusetts, Florida, we got the bloodline here. No,
if you start that,
you don't look like told that.
If you start that bloodline stuff, we're gonna have to squabble. We have to fight.
I don't think they want to. They're playing.
Kano says that he thinks that Marcus Valle will beat Xander Zayas.
Both of them,
I can see it. I can see it.
I will ride with Zayas. I think Zayas more experience. I don't get for either one of them. And the reason I say, I think the older one is the better one out of the two. I'll say that much. The older one, right? This is the old. Yeah.
I'll be honest. I haven't figured out which one is which yet.
Yeah, the older one, the bigger one is the better one out of the two. But honestly, they don't catch my eye at all. And I got 4 eyes. I respect your opinion because you follow all these Puerto Rican fighters, but to me, they don't show me shit. I just see pro box just fucking trying to hype them up to be something they're not.
What do you think about Canelo trying to fight Ryder, who lost to a few he beat? That's bullshit. Nobody wants that. I think John Ryder is better than most of the guys he fought at 68. John Ryder beat Canelo Smith and should have been champion. John Ryder is a better 68-pounder than Billy Joe Saunders was because Billy Joe Saunders beat Isufi, who we still don't know who that is, for the vacant title. He had a okay performance against Marcelo Costeres, and then he got his eye broke by Canelo. So to me, John Ryder's better. He may not be a better boxer overall, like career-wise, than Billy Joe Saunders, but he definitely did more at 168 than Billy Joe Saunders. And when they fought at 160 for the British title, that shit was like this close. Billy barely beat him. Yeah. So Ryder's always been a guy that's better than people give him credit for. He should have been champion. So in my mind, he should have already fought Canelo. So I'm not mad at it. And
now
he did. This year he beat Daniel Jacobs and he made Zach Parker quit. Mm-hmm. He's been putting in work at 168. So I know people are gonna criticize him because they want to see Dave Benavidez fight. Listen, we ain't worried about that. Dave Benavidez just now fighting a 68-pounder. He ain't fought a 68-pounder in I don't know how long. So he's been fighting 60-pounders and 54-pounders.
Get on the line and take a number.
Yeah, take a number. Kano says that he's pretty much you're killing his prospects. You're not.
I know. Kano, I respect what you say. I just don't like him. I don't. I'm not gonna say it and say because I'm not disrespecting your channel. I love your channel, Puerto Rican fight and everything. I always prefer people to you, but them two guys, since I first seen them, the big one has a little more power and he's better, but neither one really catches my eye. To be honest. Get him the fuck out of pro box and put him in a big.
I'm taking the wait and see approach.
Go ahead.
They're early as hell in their career. They're early as hell in their career.
They don't. For me, I'm seeing the way I see it.
Yeah, they're in their third or fourth pro fight.
Damn, I don't like them.
Here we go. Benavidez will wash Ryder. Stop it. He wouldn't fight him because in order for Dave Benavidez to want to fight one of these dudes, you got to be a 54-pounder. A 68-pounder.
Yeah.
You got someone who's not a 68-pounder, I should say. You got to be someone who's not on the weight class. Kano said he want the link. He want to talk. He want to talk to you.
We talk.
He want to talk.
We'll talk.
No. Ain't no fights going on. So fuck it. We want to spice it up because this is we're gonna spice it up. I want Kano to come on. Let's get Kano on here because Pops. He wants to educate Pops on the Vibe. And honestly, look. I've only seen the Valle brothers fight on Pro Box a couple times, so I don't really know. I know for a fact I don't know what he'll know about the Valle brothers. So we're gonna put that link down there while we sit here waiting for this card to heat up, and we'll give Kano we'll give Kano his 20 or 30 minutes to cook. So
guys, go to that channel, subscribe to Kano Local's channel. He got a lot.
Got Kano right here. What's good, Kano?
Hey, what's going on? Pops, you can't be killing my prospects like that, man.
Listen, man, I know, but to me, and my son tells me all the time not to jump the gun, but it's just I think the way Pro Box is going about them and hyping them up, and then you put in your mind an expectation for them because of the way they're hyping them up. I didn't see that from either one. The big one is the better one. He's got the more power. His movement is great. I think out of the two, I think he's the better fighter out of the two.
Connell, talk to him, man. Educate him and even myself a little bit more on the Valle brothers.
Yeah.
Well, Dominique is the younger brother. He fights at 126, man. He's actually a very, very good boxer, man. Like his boxing skills are high level, you know. Now I get what you're saying about, you know, the opponents and stuff like that. I mean, he's got like 5 or 6 fights, so you gotta build.
Right.
Nobody's fighting killers at that. Very few fighters. Right,
but if you ask me who's got the better boxing skills, a slicker fighter is going to be the younger brother at 126, Dominique. Now, Marquez Valle, the reason I say that I can see him beating Xander Zayas is because Marquez is even though he's a boxer puncher, he's an educated boxer puncher. Like he doesn't go reckless or nothing like that. He's going to work behind that jab and then break the opponents down little by little. He does hit hard, but whereas Xander, and I love Xander Zayas. I love Xander Zayas, man. Like I think he's gifted as well, but every time I see Xander fight, I see holes that I don't like. Like
which hole specifically do you see in Xander?
His defensive responsibilities are not where they need to be, man. And you go in there with somebody like a Marquez Valle and you take one of them heavy right hands, it's not gonna last. I mean, I've seen Marquez knock people down with a jab in the amateurs. With a jab.
Wow. That's the older one, right? The older one?
Yes, he fights.
That's the one you just watched fight.
Yeah, that's the one I could say. Like I've seen a lot. Very patient fighter, doesn't rush his shots, but when he gets you, he's gonna hurt you. But you know what I mean? So I guess they're the best two Puerto Rican fighters from Orlando that came out of Orlando or Tampa. Where they picking them from?
They're from Tampa, man. And I'm not saying he would beat Xander, just to clear that up, Cortijo. Yeah. I'm not saying he would. I'm saying I can see it unfolding.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can see it unfolding. Like if somebody was to have a great percentage of a chance to do it,
right?
He has that kind of a percentage.
Okay.
For the reasons that I stated, man. And like I said, I love Xander Zayas. I believe he's going to be a world champion. I do. But
so will you say, hypothetically, if the older fighter right now, I forgot his name, Marcus, when you're talking about actually was at the same level or fought as many fights as Xander Zayas, would you say he would be better than Xander Zayas at this time if he was at the same level?
I believe so, for the simple reason that from fight 1 through 7, he's got 7 fights. I've seen improvement in all 7 fights. Okay. And when I see somebody gradually keep honing their skills and getting better, that's a great sign.
Yeah. He seems like very calm. Like when I watched Marcus fight a couple of times, the best thing I've seen about him is his composure. He seems like really composed. When he's setting up his shots, he's not rushing. He's very methodical with how he breaks guys down. And
have you ever been around him? That's a big guy, man.
Yo, I've seen him. I seen him when he fought. I think it was February. I think he fought February on Pro Box.
He's like 6'1", man. Like he's tall and long, man. Like That's and people misinterpret that stuff, man. That's why I don't really like talking about it when I mention Xander. But I'm like, look, if hypothetically if they was matched up together, he's got the best chance because of the attributes that he has. Doesn't mean he's gonna beat him, because in order for you to beat him, you got to get in the ring with each other. That's the only way we really know.
You got to sign the contract.
Yeah, and like you say, Marcus cracks. That's what you're basically saying. When he gets his shots up, he can crack.
He can crack, and man, if they was to face each other down the road, I think Xander would have to have fixed some of them defensive issues, which I'm hoping he does. I'm hoping he does. I don't wish any of our fighters any ill will or nothing like that. I hope he does fix that.
Yeah.
If he goes in with the game that he has right now, he's gonna get cracked by it, bro.
Yeah. Brian, he's like you say, he's a lot bigger too. So I think he's a lot taller wise. I'm talking about, and stronger wise. So it could happen. You're right what you're saying.
I mean, in a perfect world, man, and I've said this before, man. I was like, look, man, when it comes to these Puerto Rican fighters, man, you got to pick one at the end of the day if they was to face each other. But in a perfect world, I wouldn't want to see them face each other unless it's for undisputed.
Yeah.
Hey, Connor, I want to ask another question that me and my
you feel a question. Go ahead.
No, I gotta ask him this because My son and I always talk about. He said Puerto Ricans don't throw weights event. They don't go to the.
I don't know if you agree with Connor, but like it seems like a lot of Puerto Rican fighters, especially from the island, they don't faint a lot. I get frustrated watching a lot of the Puerto Rican fighters because whenever they move and they commit to shots, it's normally like there's not really much where they just commit and they throw their punches, but there's no feints. There's not a lot of probes with the jab. What do you think? Do you think is there any realness to what I'm saying?
You're the professor, man.
I hate to say it, but yeah, you know what, man? I'm gonna tell you what's funny about it. When I'm watching them fight, man, I'm actually a frustrated individual watching the fight.
Me too.
Yeah.
Because of them reasons like that. I'm like, you know, you ever get yourself when you're watching somebody fight, and you're like, damn it, why ain't you doing this? Damn it, why ain't you doing that? Why you?
What's funny is what's funny about the whole thing is that Top Rank had Zen Desires give a version or a tutorial on how to.
They had a video on Instagram, Zen Desires, how to throw a Puerto Rican left hook, and I was watching it. I'm like, it's just a left hook. Yeah, like, why gotta be a Puerto Rican? It's just a left hook.
Listen, man. But then again, I'm one of those people, man, that don't believe in European style, Mexican style. I believe you're either a boxer, puncher, or a puncher. That's your three. That's your three styles right there.
Yeah.
That's just how I look at it, man. You know, you might, move a little bit different because of where you're from and all that. But at the end of the day, you either a boxer, puncher, or a puncher. Those are your three styles.
That's it, or pressure fighter.
That's my son tells me all the time. You can't just say the fighter's from New York or he's from here or he's from there, and you think they're the tough, and they get in there and they.
Because I often tell him, Connor, I'm like, he always says, well, this guy's from here. I'm like, what does that mean? That don't mean anything.
I mean, check the last fight with Montana Love. I was like, it was his hometown in Cleveland. I thought, do good. That's what maybe they didn't do shit. You know what I'm saying? Last question to you is going to be Nova. How's Nova doing?
He's doing good, man. He's actually fighting in January, man. Watch the mascot. The mascot's going to have my championship belt around his waist.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Get that support.
Abraham Supernova found a way to snatch it out of my home, so he got it. He's gonna give it to the mascot to wear, man.
He stole the belt.
That's it.
He stole my belt, man. But it's all good. I know it's in good hands and stuff like that, man. Now that you're out talking about pro box, I don't totally agree with that. I think maybe in the beginning with some of the prospects, they might move them a little slow, but I mean they're throwing a lot of tournaments with a lot of evenly matched fights, man.
I like that. No, I like the last chance tournament was really good where they had Kendo Castaneda and Fernandez and all them guys.
What do you think of Najee Lopez? Pops, are you gonna kill him too? Please don't kill him.
No, I'm big. I'm big. I think he's a natural punch. He's natural. He's gifted. I see a lot from Najee as he gets better. I'm riding with him. But let me ask you one more. I'll let you talk after this.
Okay.
What do you think about Berlanga next year? What are your hopes for him?
Man, I did a whole video on that, man, and
I'm like, check it out. Okay.
I'm like this, man, and a lot of people may think that I'm hating on him. I'm not, man. I'm not. I'm just a real critical person when it comes to our fighters, man, and you should be because if they're not being told the truth, how are they going to fix their flaws? That's true. Edgar Berlanga was a guy that I seen in the amateurs as a kid boxing, and this is what people don't know. He was a boxer. He wasn't knocking nobody out.
I hear the same things because I know people that like were with him in the amateurs.
And so I see, by the way, his trainer back then when he was boxing was the same trainer that's training the Valle brothers. Just a side note. But anyway.
Okay. Thank you.
Fun fact.
No, check it out. Keep my eye on that, man. Thank you.
Berlanga shouldn't have never left him. But he got into the pros, started knocking people out. And to me, he got enamored with it and just forgot how to box. And now his last fight, I wasn't that critical. So I was like, damn, it looked ugly, but at least he was trying to box.
Yeah.
He was trying to work behind that jab. So I felt like he forced it, but I'm glad that he's trying to go back to that because now that you got that kind of power, why not work behind the jab? Why not take your time? Why not be patient? Box a little bit, let the opponent get frustrated, then come over with that power shot. It would look a lot nicer.
Yeah. Gotta set everything up. Otherwise, the opponent's just timing you and you get hit with some shit you don't want to get hit with, and that's it.
And I just hope he could do that. But if he doesn't do that, it's not gonna last long. I mean,
yeah,
it is.
You don't think like any him changing routes or any other coach might help him besides who he's with?
He needs to go back to Mark, man, down here in Tampa, man. That's who he needs to go back with, man.
Yeah, that was the best guy he had.
That's the best guy. He the one who had him boxing so beautifully, man. Like it's night and day. If you could, man, I don't even know there's footage of him in the amateur, like a lot of it. But man, that dude boxed beautifully, bro. And you would by looking at him now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully, man. Because like when he was on the knockout streak, it's kind of like who was that one guy? There was a dude from Philadelphia. I remember had a long knockout streak, and then he didn't really do anything. Tyrone Brunson, like remember Tyrone Brunson when he was knocking everybody out? And then once he stepped up, he didn't really have any tools. So it's kind of like I look at Edgar in a way like a little bit like a Tyrone Brunson type fighter, like where he went on a long knockout streak and then he didn't really add. He didn't try to.
Well, I think
he didn't improve.
I think he just finished his suspension or whatever it was he got. So now he's coming back to fight again.
He's done with his suspension and stuff. I talked to some of his people that he grew up with and stuff like that, man. I'm really close to the people, man, and you know. They did. Matter of fact, that last video I uploaded of Belanga, they was like, "Man, you're right, bro."
I'm gonna check it out.
You're right, bro. Like, I mean, you know, when you know, man, it's like so much get twisted on the internet, though. Like, so much gets twisted because people will take little clips and say he said this, and then forget to show them what else went behind it, man. Like there was substance, there was meat to it, you know.
Right.
Like it's not attacking anybody directly. I don't like to attack fighters for what.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
let me ask you another question, Conor. So what do you think about Matias versus Progress if that fight ever happened?
And I'm going with Matias all day. Hey, on that, man.
Yeah, because my son said Progress was calling him out, calling everybody out. He wanted to have a fight, but he never.
Before Regis won the belt, I remember he was saying nobody wanted to fight him, and I think I probably seen it in your channel.
Yeah,
Subriel Matias is screaming from the mountaintop to fight this guy, and he's acting like he don't exist.
Correct. And notice how he won the title. He never mentioned Matias.
No, he said fight anybody.
And I've been telling him that if Matias is gonna get any big fights in this weight class, he gotta get that belt. That's the only chance he got to get big fights.
He's fighting Jeremiah Ponce, man. You know, for the IBF.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good fight.
That's the best thing that could have happened for Subriel, man. That way, they, you know, if they want to unify, become undisputed, they're gonna have to see him. I think it's gonna be an explosive fight. Don't get me wrong. I don't think over Prograde. It's gonna be a dog fight. I just see it as a dog fight, but I'm gonna go with Subriel Matias.
Yeah.
Boxing Gem, what's good, champ? Is Boxing Gems? You there? Oh, okay.
Yeah. So what I was gonna ask you, another question I want to ask you. I got a lot of questions for you because I know to talk to you. What do you think about Teal's comeback? Teofimo. You think he's done mentally? Or what do you think?
You know, 90% of it is mental, and his mental ain't there. Then I just don't see it for him, especially at 140, man.
Yeah, I think
man, 140, man. I don't. Like, who's he gonna win a title from? There, think about it. I don't think he beats Regis. I don't think he beats Subriel. Mm-hmm. You know, I just don't think he beats the big guys there, man. I don't see it, man. Like, I don't knock him trying, but he's not there mentally, man. And when you got to sit there and ask the question at the end of the fight, man, do I still got it? That lets me know.
Boy, he's funny. He's saying that was all on purpose. I don't believe him. I think he's just trying to make a light of it now. But no, he's not there. He's not there, and he's not really improving as a fighter. And if you're not improving as a fighter, you're regressing. You're not getting better.
I just didn't like what I saw in there, man. Whether you thought he won, lost, or draw, it doesn't even matter, man. He was throwing the same punches the whole fight. I'm like, bro, you fight these champions, they're gonna dissect that, man. They're gonna, bro.
Yeah.
Sandori, Martin even said it himself. He said he fight Regis, he's gonna get killed.
Yeah. I mean, he's got to go back to the drawing board. He's definitely gonna have to get his mental. He's got to get his mental back. He don't get his mental back. It's just that simple. He's not gonna. Who am I gonna go with tomorrow?
Yeah, he keeps asking this question for the World Cup. I think he's asking about the World Cup.
Oh,
World Cup. Oh, I don't watch soccer. So
it's Johnny. Argentina is gonna win, I think. But
I don't watch soccer, man. But you know, so I'm sorry I couldn't answer that question.
yeah, for sure.
Hey, Conor, if you had to pick, let's say, one Puerto Rican like breakout fighter that maybe is not on people's radar, who would you say that is gonna? Who do you think that would be in 2023?
Man, I'm gonna go with Omar Rosario, man.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Armend Xhoxhaj. I just like his boxing skills, man. Pittsburgh Big Dog came through, man.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I think Armend Xhoxhaj, man, he just boxed so beautifully, and I think he's got the right people around him. He grew up with, ever since he was a little kid, he was, walking out to the ring with Miguel Cotto and all that. So he grew up with Miguel Cotto his whole life, man. It's like he's just got the right people around him, and they're gonna move him right, man. I just think, man, that's the breakout fighter that nobody really talks about. They keep talking about that, they're concerned about his power and all that. And I'm like, bro, a lot of these greats, man, they didn't knock people out all the time, bro.
No.
Like power is great, but if you can do everything else great, you can make up for a lack of power. You don't always have to have power to be a great fighter.
And I think he's got enough to get respect, and that's what you really need. As long as you got that get back, boom. Anytime you hit him, they're like, ooh, I don't know if I want to go back in the kitchen. Yeah. That's enough power, bro. Because you can outbox him after that.
Yeah, I think one of the narratives that I have a problem with is the boxing community or the fans expect an aggressive fighter, and they don't appreciate a fighter that's on the defensive and doesn't attack all the time. Like take for example, Sandor Martin. He moved around the ring. He did everything. He made it difficult on Tio. Tio could have cut the ring off to attack him and everything, and nobody appreciate a fighter like him or Conseil that can actually make movement and see how, especially in the way they fight. We always want to see that knockout. That's what my son tells me all the time. If you don't see a knockout, if you don't see somebody
like he don't like Devin Haney. Like he's talking about himself because he be hating on Devin Haney all the time.
I don't hate Devin. I just think Lomachenko's going to beat him. He's got better skills.
What
do you think?
What do you think, Takano?
I don't think so. I think Devin Haney will take him to school, man.
You've been telling me the same thing, but I'm not buying Lomachenko. I think Lomachenko got the. People say he's old. I think he's got a lot of skills in him. The skills are old.
Hey, look, I keep it real and honest.
Yeah, you go call it. It's all good.
That's the only fighter I really, really disrespect is Lomachenko. I just cannot stand.
Why, Kano? Why? Explain.
Because I believe he is an overrated fighter. I believe that you're talking about a hyped up fighter. That to me is That to me is a fighter. You get somebody with boxing skills that know what they're doing with a great ring IQ, they're gonna step every time Lomachenko steps. If Tio had one great fight, it was that one. He did that. He kept stepping where Lomachenko was going. He couldn't turn him.
Right?
You can't do that. You think Shakur Stevenson can't do that? They're gonna take away that, man.
So you're saying Haney's jab, his height, and will keep on at bay.
He's not going to allow him to turn either.
Yes, because once you allow Lomachenko not to turn, he's a extremely beatable fighder.
And that's it, man. I mean, the film study will tell you that, but I don't know, man. I honestly will say that's one fighter I disrespect online.
Wow, he loves you more now.
Because every time he loses, he gets a pass.
Yeah,
when it's Tio, it's a shoulder. When it's Salido, they say he was inexperienced,
I thought Jermaine Ortiz beat him.
I thought Jermaine did enough to beat him. I had him winning too. And they said, he just got back from the war,
Hey, so did Usyk, and Usyk is still doing great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he said. My son told me the same thing. How about Ortiz? If that fight with Ortiz and Shakur goes, that'd be a great fight, don't you think?
I think it's going to happen because what's going on, I don't think people understand how this is working is what Shakur is doing. They told him that he got to fight the highest ranked fighter in order to get the title shot next. And so it was Isaac Cruz, and then it was Cepeda, then it's Bozos, and if Cambosos don't take it, then the next one in line in the rankings is actually Jermaine Ortiz.
Well, it's the Japanese fighter. It's the Yoshihino Yoshiro guy.
Yeah, but it's between those, and I think Jermaine is the only one who's actually been vocal and said, "I'll take the fight."
Well, I remember before he even fought Lomachenko, he was talking about wanting to fight Shakur.
Yeah, like that's one thing I like about Jermaine Ortiz, man. Whether you like him or not, I think, man, like, bro, he's not worried about he's not worried about none of that. He just wants to be the best, bro.
He's eager to go in there and prove that he's one of the best fighters in the world. He feels at least,
You gotta respect that.
And he's really good. I mean, his first 12-round fight was Vasyl Lomachenko. I mean, how many guys can say that their first 12-round fight was someone like, at that level?
Exactly.
Yeah, man. And I mean, geez, man, like I think he is definitely the goods. He showed he's the goods. You don't go 12 rounds with somebody like that, even though I hate Lomachenko, but you don't go 12 rounds with
he gonna let me know. Anytime I talk about Lomachenko, he's gonna say what the comment tell you. Yeah. No, it's all good. I mean,
I'll save what I say about Lomachenko for my lives. I'm not gonna mess up true school.
no, it's all good, man. You gotta keep it real, man. That's it. That's what it's all about. I can't get mad at you. You've been around these Spanish. You know this. That's what you feel. I gotta respect it.
Yeah, man. I don't see it. I don't see what people see.
So you say the hype train is done. He's done.
He was overhyped from the beginning, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I'm laughing because my son tells me this all the time.
My issue, I remember, I used to like Loma when he first came out, but then I remember when around the time when he fought Rigondeaux is where things started to change for me, because I remember he was talking about going up to 140, and he was talking like, I want to go up to 140, and he was they were talking about making a Manny Pacquiao fight, and then Bob actually wanted to make the fight, and then once Bob got serious about it, Lomachenko said, "I don't want to make my name fighting an old legend." Remember when he said that?
And yeah, man. Man. And
but he had no problem doing it when it was Rigondeaux.
I know Pops ain't gonna agree with me, man, but he dodged Devin Haney so many times, man.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro, man.
I just want to see that fight, and I want to see what it's all about. And I'm gonna go back and forth with him, but like I say, he's gonna tell me, you know what Conor just told you? Because what it is for me, sometimes I'm so close-minded that I don't really look at fights the way I study or more. I just jump the gun right off the bat, and I can't do that a lot of times. And that's when my son will tell me, you just watched the first round and you're already criticizing. You watched the first 3 rounds.
Yeah, watch the damn fight.
Watch the fighter, learn from the fighter, see what he's gonna do before you make a comment on it.
Well, I promise you something. Nobody's got to tell Loma anything about how I feel because he already knows. I've seen people take clips of my things that I say about him and tag him in it.
And tweet him?
Shit. Yeah. Hey.
I'm positive he already knows how I feel about him, man.
Yeah, I bet he does. And he's probably one of those divas that I like. He's very anal about a lot of stuff too. So
yeah. I mean, you know how people are, man. They see a clip and they're gonna snatch it and they're gonna tag the fighter, man. I knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah. But I mean, you're always keeping it real though, Conor. That's why I like you. You don't sugarcoat nothing. You know what I mean? And what I really like about you is that the world you do the same thing. You get along with everybody in the YouTube community, and you don't hate nobody. You know what I'm saying?
That's a very misconception too, because a lot of people think, he's associated with this. He's associated. Bro, man, I'm just a content creator at the end of the day, man. I don't want you to say, man, like I don't.
Yeah.
Body or
you're not into that gossiping and that bullshit. You know
the only thing that will get me heated is if you're disrespectful towards me, and you start talking about family and getting personal and stuff.
Right.
I draw the line right there. But if we're just talking boxing, we're gonna talk boxing all day, man.
Right.
Issues, man. Regardless of who you're affiliated with or not, man. And I'm always at these events myself personally there.
Yeah.
I do work in the sport of boxing. I am a manager. I got CEO Management. That's my management company. And shit, I mean, True School has met me at one of these events.
I met him. Yeah. I met you at was it Orlando or Kissimmee?
Yeah. So I mean, I'm always out there, man, and I don't ever have any issues with nobody, man.
Did you by any chance go to the WBA convention?
I was going to go because they had tickets waiting for me, man, and I just couldn't make it, man. I couldn't do the 4-day thing, bro.
Yeah.
I just couldn't, man. I had a lot going on over here, man. I got a fighter that's fighting in Stamford, Connecticut tonight as well. So
wow.
How many fighters do you have?
I got a few.
He's not going to disclose anything.
He said enough.
He's going to keep it on the down low.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you why I do that, man. Because I've had people come at me, True School, man, and they was like, they came at me for one of my fighters, and they weren't even in the same weight class as their fighter, and they was talking shit. Yeah, you might as well put him in here with my son, and So I picked the phone up and said, well, that's a big weight difference, but if you really want to fight one of my fighters and put him up against your son, let me send you the box rec to this guy. Now you let me know if we want to negotiate and get the fight going.
Yeah. How are you liking it though, Kano? How you like it doing the managing thing? Is it stressful? Is it very political, a lot of bullshit, or it's just how you go about it with the people?
The negotiation on the contracts is the hard part, man. Once you get that done, man, everything is downhill after that, man. But everything at the negotiating table is always the headache right there.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, because you're like kind of like jockeying for position, right? You're trying to get the most you can, and they're trying to get the most they can.
And I always get the most I can. Trust me, man. I'm a shark.
Yeah, for sure. Well, that's good to know.
Listen, man, and they know this, so I can say this publicly, man. When they call me with a bullshit offer, I hang the phone up.
I'm not gonna waste my breath. Come back with a better offer.
And they call me back 5 minutes later with the right numbers.
Amen. That's what I'm talking about.
I just hang up. I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna bloop.
Yeah.
I say, you gotta be joking me. Who are you talking to? You know?
They want to know from you, Conor, well, how do you rate the sanctioning bodies from best to worst?
Man, I gotta say the IBF to me is the best.
Yeah? Why do you feel that way?
They got that hydration clause, where you can't go a certain amount.
Yeah.
I like that because it doesn't allow people to get too big.
Yeah.
In. I think for the most part, they all are guilty of not really pushing these mandatories the way they need to, but I think the IBF does a better job of it. WBC is the worst.
No.
Somebody said that just as you said that.
I'm with that on you on that. The IBF makes sure that the mandatories get done. The WBC is more political as hell.
Yeah,
WBC doesn't even follow their own rules.
They have double standards.
The WBA, I think the WBOB is number 2 behind the IBF. I think they do a better job than the WBA. So it'd be IBF, WBO, WBA, and WBC is the worst.
Wow. Yeah. They just have double standards. That's why with the WBC. That's why I get pissed off when they got the program, the what is called the program for drugs, whatever.
Clean boxing program.
Boxing games on there. Yeah, and basically everything's double standard. I don't like that. You know what I mean? But I tell you what, I don't like either. But I couldn't stand there every month to sit there and listen to all these people ranking for the fighters. You go through that too? The monthly where they rank, begging for the rankings and all this stuff. That's crazy.
Man, look, man, you're going to be honest with you, man. A lot of the rankings is politics, man. Money and politics.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
You got money, you can move up in the rankings.
Right.
The right people, you're going to move up in the rankings. That's why depending on who the fighter is, I'll look at him and be like, this guy, they done moved him all the way up here. He really ain't worthy of that ranking.
Yeah.
Now they're make it look good on paper, so when they face the champion, they can say, well, he's ranked this.
He hasn't fought shit.
So,
yeah.
I don't talk about it too much, but I've seen it a lot, and I'm like, that fight ain't damn. It's like, but when you know, when you know shit moves, and a lot of people don't know that, man. I'm like, bro, you know the right people, you move up. You got money, don't. Because
you can politic your way to a title shot
for sure.
Yeah, man. Like that's just the way it is, man. It's the way the life is. It's the way the world is. And boxing, as much as we hate to say it, is just a business. And with business, money's involved.
Yeah.
So you can't. I mean, what can you do about it other than just? You really can't do much about it. It's gonna happen no matter what we do.
Yeah, just nothing personal, just business, like Leo Muhammad would say.
Yeah.
Do that.
Now, the reason I said WBC is the worst because they created that stupid ass franchise that I never liked.
Oh yeah, that threw everything off.
Look, we got enough belts as it is. Nah, WBA needs to get rid of that. They need to slowly get rid of that, man. And we'll just have, if they call it the Super WBA, whatever, man. Just keep one WBA.
Wait,
that's it.
It's about how they have like super title, regular title, and
interim.
They used to have. I don't know if they still have it, but I know they used to have the gold title. And WBA gold. It was like a third belt, but I think they did away with it.
So confusing, for sure.
Yeah,
that's why I don't. Hey, somebody walked in my house and I ain't know it. Shit.
It's not It's not what you know, it's who you know. This person right here said it best. Gigster said it best. It's not what you know, it's who you know.
Yeah, man. I mean, but, you know, it is what it is, man. But, you know, I see a lot because I'm always in the business, and, you know, I work with boxers. I sit at negotiation tables and all that. And it's not easy, man. That's why I think I understand more when fights don't get made. I'm like, man, I kind of get an idea in my head. Like, I could see this might have happened.
Yeah, you start connecting the dots.
Yeah, I start connecting the dots and shit like that, man. So I'm like, well, I get it, man. You know, and I don't like that overpriced quote that's being used out there, man. Because honestly, man, if you want to get your money, you overprice yourself to get the money you really wanted.
Yeah.
That's just what it is, man. Like, bro, and people need to understand that when they say a number and people are saying overpriced, that's the starting negotiation point. That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like Thurman, for example, 10 million. He knows he wasn't gonna get 10 million. That's a starting point. Y'all sit down and talk, and then boom, you get down to the number that's reasonable, man. And that's what people need to understand. So that's why I don't put too much weight into overpriced thing, man.
Oh, absolutely. Boxing Gems, what's up, man? Boxing Gems.
Man, Boxing
Gems. Is muted?
I don't even think that's actually Boxing Gems.
No.
What's up, man?
I knew it was that's Tyro. That's not Boxing Gems.
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah, I'm just here for a pack of cigarettes. Some coffee.
Hey, I'm gonna get you off, Hyro. That's not Boxing Gems.
Yeah, we're talking to Kano. Yeah.
But Kano, I wanted to ask because the co-main event for this card is gonna come on soon. But I want to ask you before I let you go. What made you want to get into managing?
I actually been doing it for a long time. It's just people didn't know. There's a gentleman by the name of Juan Sierra. He owns JM Management. I've always been working hand in hand with him.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
We've been doing things together, but you know, it got to the point where I was like, you know, we both decided, hey man, start your name, you know, and we'll keep working together, but branch off. So what I did was I created CEO Management. He still got JM Management, which, you know, I'm gonna be honest with you, still one and the same, because anything we do, we're doing together anyway.
Right.
So, you know, like if I got fighters, he'll get them fights. If he got fighters, I get him fights. And we kind of like do everything together, man. And we both eat together off of it. He's like a real good friend of mine, man. But the reason we did that and kind of merged out like that is because you don't want to have too many fighters under one name. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot for one person to deal with. And so we did it like that. That way I can say, okay, I'll put these over here. You keep these over here. We'll work through this like that. You hear anything, let me know. You know, if I hear anything, I'll let you know for one of yours, and boom, boom, boom. Wow. You know, sometimes I'll go out and go to the event, and he'll stay home. And like tonight, he went and flew out to Connecticut. He's gonna do it. I'm sitting at home. You know what I mean? Right. It makes it where we can we can live a life still. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. You're not overwhelmed with boxing.
Yeah, yeah. So that if you see JM Management, that's one and the same with CEO Management, man. I see Ghost in the building, man.
Yeah, shout out to Ghost. I know.
Because it's a lot, man. It is a lot. Look, man, it's not easy. It's not easy.
And you go out there and recruit the boxers yourself too, or do you have somebody?
Well, like the last one, man, like man, I don't want to say too much, but let me see.
No, you don't have to. I just want to get an idea.
Like the last one, somebody will send them to me sometimes, like Jorge Linares or Nelson Linares. Both of them people are real close friend of mine, man. And they were like, yo, Kano, man, I got this guy, man. I'm gonna send him down there, man. You know, check him out, man. If you want him, take him.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And Jorge Linares, he's in good spirits too. I know his last fight was the other day, last week, and he lost on a decision and stuff.
Yeah, it was in Russia, right? He fought in Russia, I think.
Yeah. He announced his retirement, man. He, doing all that, man. Of course, he's living overseas, and his brother Nelson lives actually in Puerto Rico.
Okay.
So yeah, I know all these people, man. Like we talk all the time behind the scenes and all that. I don't really put a lot of that out there, True School, but
I know you don't. You're
well, I know. I'm not gonna say too much, but I know just from conversations I've had with you behind closed doors that you don't tell everybody everything. You're more connected than you lead on to be.
I like to keep it that way, man, behind the scenes a little bit, man, you know. Yeah, but Linares still living in Japan, yeah. But he got a good payday out of that fight. Don't get it twisted. He got paid that night.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure. I remember I was at a fight when he fought Devin Haney last year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. He's a good guy, man. He's a good guy, man. He helps a lot of people, man. And they're you know what, man? Nah, I can't say that. I'll tell you behind the scenes.
All right. We'll save that for another time. But Kano, I'm gonna let you go because I think the co-main event's gonna come on soon. But make sure y'all go subscribe to Kano Local Sports, man. He's doing his thing, putting on for the Puerto Rican fighters and just boxing in general.
Your grandson, your grandchildren, your family. Lots of love. Boricua power.
All right, man. Y'all take care, man.
Thank you, Kano.
Take care, Kano.
Yo.
I like him.
All right, there you have it, man. Been a little minute since I had Kano on the channel or even talked to Kano. Listen, that's one of the good people in boxing, right? That's someone that I really probably should be talking to more because he knows his boxing. He's actually involved in the damn thing, and yeah. But shout out to everyone here. You know, we're live for the Chris Billiam-Smith Armend Xhoxhaj fight. While we were talking to Kano, Daniel Dubois' sister fought Caroline Dubois. She had an early stoppage.
She's good, man. She beat the crap out of her.
She's good. I told you. I seen her spar down at Mundo Gym. She can fight.
When I was watching them,
I'm not trying to be funny. Like I legitimately think Caroline Dubois is better than Daniel Dubois.
Right.
Like I'm not trying to be funny. She's better. Right. Like she's really good. But yeah, co-main event is next. You got Dan Azeez taking on Rocky Fielding for the British title. I'm trying to remember who it was. There was somebody that wanted to fight these guys.
Was that
well, somebody wanted to fight Dan Azeez. I can't remember who the hell it was, the light heavyweight. It was Whitaker. Ben, you know that dude Whitaker? I forgot his name. I think it's Ben Whitaker, the guy that won a medal for the UK that's trained by Sugar Hill. Remember I told you there was a British dude training up there at Delray Beach with Sugar Hill?
Right.
You don't remember.
No, you did tell me about it. I don't remember. Yeah.
Go said BT, Caroline is way better by 1,000%. I saw her giving him boxing advice one time, and she is educated. Yeah, she is.
Wow, look at that. She beat the shit out of her.
I saw her spar. I'm not gonna say who I saw her spar, but I went to I went to Mundo Boxing Gym back in June, and I wasn't even there to watch her. I was there to watch Lorenzo Medina.
Okay.
You know, our good friend Lorenzo Medina. 4-0 heavyweight prospect. He was there. Doing some sparring with Lawrence Okoli. Right. You know, Okoli was in town because Dubois, the whole Shane McGuigan camp, excluding Chris Billiam-Smith, was in South Florida that day. And she was there and she sparred a girl that I knew. And she did her thing.
Wow.
She did her thing. I gotta see her up close, you know.
I seen her now, man. I'm like, wow.
LMS was good, champ. My man from Japan. I got your super chat yesterday. I saw your comment. I appreciate you. He says Linares hasn't posted much of his YouTube videos. I wish he'll be back soon. Yeah, he's listen, he's in that life after boxing phase, so he's gonna go ahead and do that. She is only 21, bright future ahead for her, a former youth Olympian and an amazing athlete, and she's an extremely hard worker. Yeah, I'm a fan. I'm a Caroline Dubois fan. She's one of the when I think about like the next great women's fighters, she's one of the fighters I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about fighters like her. She's definitely leading the way. She's one of them, and especially from the UK, because the UK, a lot of people like to slag off and criticize the British boxing scene, which is fair. It's a smaller pool of talent, so it's not going to be as strong as other countries, but I would say men or women, I think she's one of the brightest talents that British boxing has to offer. So that's just what it is. But it's your boy BT, the untouchable True School Sports Empire. We're here, our first live fight reaction extravaganza of the day. We had Kano Local Sports here earlier. Shout out to him. Make sure you go subscribe to him. We'll be live for Frank Martin later on. Frank Martin versus Michelle Rivera. Gonna be a hell of a fight. Gonna be a hell of a fight later on. But in the meantime, I'm here. If you got any questions, comments, thoughts, concerns, feel free to ask. Just weigh in right now for the co-main event between Rocky Fielding and Dan Azeez. Rocky Fielding, everyone knows him because of Canelo, but Rocky Fielding, he had that one good win a couple years ago when he beat the German. He went on the road to do it. He beat what was the guy's name? Tyrone Zoiger. Did his thing. Will you be watching Christian and Billy too? He's fighting in France. I think it's on ESPN. I'm not even sure what time that fight is, so I wasn't planning on watching it. I was just gonna watch this fight and then watch the fight later on, and then kind of get to that later on because he's fighting today. You got Raul Cordial, who's fighting on Golden Boy today, who I wanted to check out. He's fighting too, and I was gonna get to all those like in the wee hours of the morning. That was the plan. Yeah, I mean he's in position for the fight. The WBA ordered it, but I mean he's in position for the fight with the WBA. Hergovich is in position with the IBF, and then you still got the potential Fury undisputed fight. So we don't even know like what's gonna happen. There's a lot of politics going on in the heavyweight division right now with Usyk and mandatories and undisputed, and anything can happen. And if he fights Fury, they're gonna say he ducked Dubois. If he fights Dubois, they're gonna say he ducked Hergovich. Well, actually, no. I don't think anybody would say he ducked Hergovich because right now Hergovich's stock is at an all-time low because he didn't perform well against Zhang Zhilei. He barely won, and if you thought he lost, you're not crazy because it's a shit. Guy was getting his ass kicked in the early part of the fight.
Yeah, I think he's never get the credit he gets anyway. So,
Ghost has been adamant about this. He says, "I still want Shaw versus Phillip after Shaw smokes Guido Vinales. I hope that's next to Phillip." Well, you know what? I'm glad you brought that up because I forgot about that fight. I had to do a video about that fight. That's a good test. Guido Vinales has been one of those guys that Top Rank signed a while ago. They kind of stashed him away, Italian heavyweight. I think I'm going to learn a lot about him that fight because Guido can punch. Guido, he ain't Hergovich level, but, he's about 2 levels below. So he do his thing there, and then, I ain't against it. You know I ain't against it. Frank Warren got the heavyweight division on lock right now. He got was it Fury? What he got? Dubois? Is Dubois a fighter too? I think Dubois.
No, he got Fish Eyes. I think
Fish Eyes is Frank Warren.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Well wishes to my best friend who I just found out has had a great shout out to him. God bless your friend, man. Gotta be safe out there on the road. No drinking and driving out there.
Especially with the holidays and everything.
We know that just from being in Miami. We got some of the worst drivers in America.
Yeah. They don't pay attention to nothing. You gotta be careful out there.
That's why I know this guy, Dan Azeez. The reason I know this guy's name is because Ben Whitaker, the light heavyweight with Sugar Hill.
Yeah.
He said he wants to fight this guy like in his third pro fight.
He did?
Yeah. That's why I know him. I'm waiting for CBS. Chris Billiam-Smith, potential cruiserweight champion. Might be cruiserweight champion if he wins this fight. And
this guy's gonna take him to we'll take him to the limit.
He wins this fight, he's getting a world title fight because he's already up there.
Right.
It's just about, I guess, the Opataya needs to have time because he got an injury, so he's taking this fight to stay sharp. He's not doing what most fighters do these days, which is sit around and willingly choose to not fight. He's trying to stay match fit because when you're not active and you're not fighting for a while, your timing is the thing that gets like the most affected. You can't be messing about when it comes to your timing.
Oh, you can't.
Go said, BT, I seen past videos of yours on this, but was wondering what was your final prediction for Rivera versus Martin. He said he's got Michelle Rivera by YUD or stoppage. So I said this in probably one of the videos you watched. I said this on a podcast I was on recently. I said with Rivera versus Martin, if you ask me on different days what I thought about this fight, you'll probably get different answers because I think it's a pretty even fight,
right? In
my opinion. My initial prediction was Michelle Rivera by split decision, but yesterday when I had some extended time to watch some tape, I'm changing it to Frank Martin by stoppage. Yup,
it ain't happening. Son.
I got Frank Martin. I got the ghost.
I'm right with the Dominican.
Right, I got the ghost. By I think, no, not UD.
I got
by stoppage. So we'll see how it goes, man. People. I think Earl Spence gonna win this one today. Earl Spence gonna win. Man Down Promotions.
Yeah.
I got Man Down Promotions over Samson Boxing.
You're saying that because of his power. That's why.
That's not why I'm saying that.
No,
that's definitely not why I'm saying that. There's more with him than power. But should you get caught by that power, you'll see.
Yeah.
He parries punches real nicely. He's got a nice jab. And like I told you, Michel Rivera, I think he has the better jab. I do think that. But I think his issue is that when he fights southpaws, go back and watch this Fidel Maldonado fight. When he fights southpaws, that foot positioning is a little suspect. And one thing about boxing, man, if a fight is even, positioning is the most important thing in boxing. Because if you're not in the right position to throw punches, you're not going to land. So I would like Michel Rivera to win because he's the South Florida guy. I'm going with South Florida, but
I'm fighting with Rivera. That's all I tell you.
Pop said you ain't no South Florida.
No, I mean, you more through than I am with that comes to that stuff.
Hyro says, sorry for the interruptions. I haven't talked to Pops in a long time. Yeah, but we had Conor on here. Like we had Conor on here. You fucking up the flow of the conversation. That's Hyro. And I knew it was Hyro because he came backstage because when he first came backstage, I knew it was him because he put that he was 210 Boxing TV, his other channel. And then boxing, I'm like, man.
You realize this is Hyro, man.
Hyro.
I know Hyro like a
I knew once I clicked that shit, it was gonna be Hyro.
His voice, yeah.
No, the only reason I let him in is because he put in the private messages. He said, "Yo, brother, can you let me in?" I said, "Oh, that kind of sounds like maybe it could be boxing gems." So he did his thing.
I like Hyro. Yeah, we're talking boxers. That's why.
Valor says it's a true 50-50, but if he pressed me, I got Martin by KO or TKO, and I'm going with that. Gold says that power won't be a big factor. I see Rivera spar with Edwin De Los Santos often. He has one bad habit I don't like, which is how he uses that full step and the way he throws the hooks. But he'll be all right. Well, I just pointed out to you what his problem is against southpaws. I know De Los Santos is a southpaw, so if you've seen him spar, then maybe you have more insight than me. But I didn't see him spar. I'm going off of the southpaws he's fought. Most notably, one of them would be Fidel Maldonado Jr., the good veteran fighter he fought.
Mm-hmm.
I just think like you made a good point there. He said with the half step, you don't like the way he uses it because the way he throws hooks in the half step, he does that out of position. He'll get caught with something vicious. Like I saw Frank Martin when he fought Jerry Perez, and obviously Jerry Perez is a stylistically different fighter than Michel Rivera. However, I saw Frank Martin. He had that looping left hook and put him in his back pocket the whole fight, and he pulled it out in the 7th round.
That was it.
And he flattened that dude.
I don't know because today they said Martin, the last fight, he fought somebody that wasn't that highly skilled, whatever the case, and he had a tough time with him. So coming to this fight, I think Rivera's got the height advantage, got the reach, right? Very slick. The only thing I'll say about Rivera, don't stay too long in that pocket. Do not stay long in that pocket and don't get caught.
Rivera has fought harder punches than Frank, and that Adorno fight inside fighting question I had. Either way it goes, this is an amazing fight. Yeah, it's amazing. It's an amazing
it's
fight.
Be either way.
Michel Rivera has one of the best jabs at 135. It's going to be tested in this fight. And
I think
I'm not like
somebody's.
There's no outcome in this fight that could surprise me.
Yeah, somebody's got to go. That we know for sure. They signed a contract and they sit down and bullshit. So it's going to be a highly anticipated good fight.
See, BT, our boy Christian and Billy is still getting that co-main in France versus Von Alexander. It's a good fight. I'm gonna probably check that out later on today, like after all these cards are done and I get my post-fight reviews done. I'm gonna check that card out. I'm gonna check out the Golden Boy card with Raul Cordial.
They're fighting too.
He's fighting today. They got Cecilia Brækhus on the undercard. She's still fighting.
Wow.
I think it's her first fight since Jessica McCaskill beat her. So lot to follow in boxing today. But listen. We shift our attention to this card because we've been talking for almost over an hour and we barely talked about the damn card.
Yeah,
so we getting into the meat and potatoes of the card now. We got co-main event, Rocky Fielding taking on Dan Azeez for the British light heavyweight title. Yo. That's right. Here we go. Rocky Fielding, let's go, champ. Canelo's best win is on his way to the ring. Rocky Fielding. From Liverpool, remember Rocky Fielding was the WBA regular champion. This guy mixed it up pretty well at a domestic level in the UK. He did have that controversial win over John Ryder years ago that many people thought he didn't deserve. But Rocky Fielding, listen, he has a chance here to reestablish himself. on the domestic scene as one of the top fighters. And if you can win the British title, you know, what we've seen in the past, if the past tells us anything, if you win a British title, generally speaking, you can get a top 15 ranking. And he's already been WBA regular champion. He's fought Canelo. He has a winner with John Ryder on paper. So he's got skin in the game. I don't know a whole lot about Dan Azeez. I know he's the British champion. I know that he's a guy that the British Olympian Benjamin Whittaker has been targeting a fight with. So this would be my real first extended look on Dan Azeez. Probably, I would probably say since maybe the Lomachenko fight with Lopez. So it's been about 3 years since we got that. Yes, sir. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out what happens to Rocky Fielding. He better tighten up. Rocky Fielding better tighten up. All right, so here's Dan Azeez on his way to the ring. Okay, he's coming out to Earth, Wind, and Fire. So I like him already. Let's groove tonight. I just don't like that he's with Buddy. For some reason, if you're a young up-and-comer, I don't know why you go with Buddy McGirt. Well, fighters normally go Buddy McGirt after they lose a fight. So generally, Buddy McGirt is really good about, you know, getting fighters back to a certain level when they lose a fight. He doesn't really try to change their style or change them fundamentally, but he makes sure that overall he tweaks things. He tweaks things and he gets things right. It's all right, all right. So Super Dan Azeez on his way to the ring right now. Just got in the ring. And we're 1 month away from the introduction. And the next fight will, in fact, be our main event featuring Cruiserweight contender Chris Billiam-Smith as he continues to press forward towards a Cruiserweight world title shot as he takes on the number 14th ranked WBO fighter and the number 9 ranked IBF contender, Armend Xhoxhaj from Kosovo. Make sure y'all smash that like button. We here. The untouchable True School Sports Empire.
Our board representative in charge, Robert Smith. Our timekeeper, Jason Booth. And our judge at ringside, Bob Williams, Marcus McDonald, and Garrett McCann. And our referee in charge,
the winner versus my boy Arian Lopez would be beautiful. I still gotta watch Arian Lopez. You've been telling me about Arian Lopez for months. I still gotta go check him out. What do you think, Pops, about Rocky Fielding? Rocky Fielding is back.
You know, I don't like. I mean, he had a great fight, whatever, get an opportunity with Canelo, but I really.
You remember when Canelo hit like 2 body shots and he took a knee? Like 3 times? He took a knee like a bunch of times.
He really it is what he is what he is. Yeah, really, he doesn't really he's not all that. But he got the fight.
Where did I get the Sky stream? The same place I get every stream from every week, my man. You know, Vipro.
Vipro.
Every live is unofficially sponsored by Vipro.
Yeah. Oh, this guy's good.
Why? Because he's undefeated?
I'm just saying, he got 17 knockouts. 11 knockouts. It's old though.
You think 33 is old?
Mm-hmm.
33 is not old.
That's just
Let me see. Let me get you the link, Michael. Let's groove tonight. Boom. There you go, champ. All right, so Dan Azeez, Rocky Fielding, British light heavyweight title on the line.
who you favorite?
Winner of this fight, I think, is going to be lined up to fight Benjamin Whittaker within the near future. But who do I favor? I have not the slightest clue because I've never watched Dan Azeez.
What's his name?
Buddy McGirt, yeah.
Oh, right. He's those trainees, guys overseas, across the pond.
All right, so the big plumber from Liverpool, Rocky Fielding.
When's the last time he fought?
I don't even remember. Here we go. Rocky Fielding, Dan Azeez, British title, round 1. Rocky Fielding in the white trunks, Dan Azeez in the red trunks with the white trim. So this fight is for the British and Commonwealth. Gotta remember that Commonwealth.
Yeah.
Commonwealth light heavyweight titles. Both fighters out the orthodox stance. Dan Azeez in that classic boxer pose, looking to penetrate the guard of Rocky Fielding. Fielding, a known name in boxing for probably the wrong reasons, but looking to reestablish himself in the light heavyweight division.
This is for Ronda.
Yeah. Good jab there by Dan Azeez to the body, just touching him to the body. Rocky Fielding using that lead left hand to probe and try to create an opening. Azeez closed the gap and starts to barrel down on top of Rocky Fielding. There you go. Lands a little smothering left hook on the inside. Yeah, Michael. Dan is 33 apparently.
Yeah.
This is what we want. This is what we came for.
This right here?
This is fight of the year. There you go. Good jab there from Dan Azeez.
Is that like a boxing brand?
What?
A Jabra?
No, it's like a sponsor.
Oh.
There you go. Good right hand to the body there from Dan Azeez. But then Rocky Fielding holds his ground in the pocket, but then I don't like the way Rocky Fielding looks at some of these exchanges. Dan Azeez seems to be pushing him back when he lands punches, but Rocky Fielding lands a good left hook there.
This is his first fight in a minute. I haven't heard from him for a minute. I mean, he probably had other fights, but I haven't heard from him. From Rocky Fielding, I'm talking about.
When was the last fight? Where's my phone at?
Right?
Oh, right. I want to see when the hell was Rocky Fielding's last fight, because I know it had to be a little minute.
It's been a while since I've heard from him.
If y'all got any questions, comments, thoughts, concerns, drop them down below.
That's right. Got all the time in the world.
His last fight was in April. He's had 3 fights since Canelo Alvarez. He's 3-0 with 3 knockouts.
No, God bless him. Were they good opponents?
Nobody I know. Oh shit, Dan Azeez has a decent little resume. He beat Shaquan Pitters, beat Hosea Burton, beat Andre Sterling. He knocked out Andre Sterling. Dan Azeez got some wins. Got some good wins.
He ain't playing.
There you go. Good job there from Dan Azeez. There you go. Azeez has a very solid jab out that high guard. I like the way his jab comes out of the high guard. But first round is done. I thought Dan Azeez won that round.
I don't see much from Rocky Fielding. We'll see.
We'll see how the fight progresses. Remember, he's a veteran. Sometimes when a car has more miles on it, it takes more time for the car to get warmed up. So give it a couple of rounds. Give it a couple of rounds. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And never wonder if you got a good deal. Because you did.
It's in the link above, Jose. All right, so seconds out, we head to round 2.
The best fight here that kept me awake was the Dubois fight.
Yeah, look at that good left hook by Dan Azeez. I think this fight will actually get good as it goes along.
Yeah.
By the 3rd or 4th round, I think it'll heat up.
So once that engine heats up.
There you go. Good left hooks to the body there from Dan Azeez.
I like to see he's fighting get him on the ropes and going to that body.
He's trying to listen. He looks to be the physically stronger man. He's pushing Rocky Fielding back. He's trying to break him off.
And Rocky Fielding's from Liverpool.
Yes, sir.
At least he's not wearing red. The color of a lot of the Liverpool fight people.
There you go. Good jab there by Rocky Fielding. Rocky Fielding wearing the Grant gloves, and I think Dan Azeez wearing Rival.
So I'm talking about. What's his name? Shout out to
Russ.
I like
Russ Samber.
We're getting a fan of him. I'm about to buy his video on how to play pool.
You gotta click through the ads, Michael.
Yeah, you keep clicking it, and they'll eventually fall. Comes down.
There you go. Good jab there from Dan Azeez.
I like what he's doing. He keeps pushing him to the ropes.
And he's throwing that little nice left hook to the stomach.
Mhm.
He's going down there to the stomach, and he's
Trying to break him.
off something nice, trying to get him up out of here. There you go. Nice uppercut from Dan Azeez. And Rocky feeling like he's throwing punches, but they don't really have no intent on him. I don't really see him throwing him with no intent.
And it's not hasn't having a lot of effect on Azeez.
Right now, for those of you that are just tuning in who want to know who's fighting, right now we're in the co-main event. We're in the second round of the co-main event as Rocky Fielding is taking on Dan Azeez for the British light heavyweight title.
Mm-hmm.
And the main event is next. Chris Billiam-Smith versus Armend Xhoxhaj will be next.
It's probably good.
I love that name. He's solid. I see him fight.
You did?
I watched the fight this morning. There you go. Rocky Fielding is already bleeding. He's already bleeding from his face because he's letting Dan Azeez push him back and tee off on him.
Yeah, I mean, he's actually he's trying to fight off the ropes, but he's not throwing with like you said with mean intentions. He's not throwing just.
There you go.
No,
Nice uppercut there from Dan Azeez. Dan Azeez is sneaking these sneaky little left hooks around the body and left hooks around the solar plexus. He's doing this thing right now.
And the uppercut too. I like what you say. He fights off the high guy, throws that jab. I like that. Goes right back to the high guy.
There you go. See the way he dropped that right. When he drops that right hand to the body, he's really digging it right to the stomach, digging it right down there.
Well, he's feeling it.
Rocky's definitely feeling it. They're going to be the Von Alexander fight? That's a whole different card. That's in France. That's on ESPN. I'm not watching the ESPN card. I'm watching the card I'm watching the card in England.
Yeah.
I'm talking about ESPN. I'm not watching the ESPN card. He said Team Von Alexander. Hey, shout out to Von Alexander, but I'm not watching Von Alexander. I'm watching.
Who's he fighting anyways?
He's fighting Christian and Billy, who's the number 2.
That's what I'm saying, Billy. I thought he fought already.
No, Christian and Billy's fighting Von Alexander.
Okay.
The Christian and Billy is the number 2 WBC contender.
Okay.
At 168.
Yeah, I thought he fought already. I thought
I'm not watching that card, so I can't tell you nothing about that card. I'm watching the card in the UK.
Yeah.
I'm watching Chris Billiam-Smith. That's what I'm watching. They are, Michael. I can't find the fight anywhere. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's on ESPN Plus. I don't know.
What's that?
Christian and Billy and Von Alexander.
If you go back to the VIP rope, they got a list right there.
I'm not worried about that.
No,
I'm worried about this fight. That's what I'm worried about. I can't save the world.
I know.
I told them what to do.
Just go to VIP rope. The link he sent you. And once you hit the
I didn't send no link to that fight.
I know. Once you hit the link,
I want to focus on the fight.
They're gonna show you the fight. They're gonna show you all the fights, and then you click on there and you keep going until you get it. Go ahead.
All right, round 3. Dan Azeez versus Rocky Fielding. BT is a CB. What's a CB? A cornerback? What does that mean? What's CB? There you go. Good little sneaky left hook. They said, thanks, Pops. You the man. There you go.
Yeah, like I said, just go to the link. You'll see all the boxing fights. Hit the link and keep doing it until you get the actual link, and then you scroll up and you get it. Like 30 seconds, you got to wait for it, and just you hit the fight.
2 minutes and 10 seconds left in the third round between Dan Azeez and Rocky Fielding. Rocky Fielding not really doing a whole lot. Wow. Takes the right hand there from
I actually seem like he's tired.
Oh yeah, I like Chris Billiam-Smith. He's good, man. He really won my respect when he beat my boy Isaac Chamberlain. Because to beat that Isaac Chamberlain, it was gonna have to take a really good fighter because he was really motivated for that fight. So I know Chris Billiam-Smith is really good, better than I thought he was. There you go, good body shot there from Dan Azeez.
Man, he's still going to that body.
Oh, nice uppercut. Yeah, I told you. He's one of these good, steady fighters. He's going to get better as the rounds go along. And Rocky Fielding's throwing leather of his own, but Rocky Fielding needs to find a way to not allow this guy to impose his strength on him because he's just letting Azeez push him back and set his feet and throw big, meaningful power punches to the body. And he's just going to break him down round by round.
You think it's going to go all 12 rounds?
No, this ain't going 7.
Look at him. What happened now?
Oh, the referee's warning Dan Azeez. Dan Azeez gets a warning from the referee. Okay.
Oh, the headbutt? Yeah.
There you go. Rocky Fielding grazes Azeez with the right hand, but then Azeez throws a jab that literally snaps this dude's head back, and you can see it. That blood is just leaking down the whole left side of Rocky Fielding's face.
Huh? I don't think he came in shape.
I think he came in shape. I think he's just not keeping this guy off of him.
Yeah, you got to keep the fight. I think he's better off keeping the fight in the middle of the ring than ooh.
Oh, nice stiff jab there from Dan Azeez.
He's pushing him back too. Fielding can't allow that. Fielding gotta. I mean, shout out to Azeez. But I'm saying, Fielding got to stay in the middle of the ring, or he's done. If he keeps going to the ground, he's done.
There you go. Good jab from Billy. Another one. Another right hand from Billy. I said Billy. Dan Azeez, not Billy. There you go. Good uppercut there from Dan Azeez. And Dan Azeez just putting a beat down on Rocky Fielding right now. Rocky Fielding. Yeah. Maybe Canelo will try to fight Dan Azeez at hell heavyweight. Michael says Rocky's been out for a long time or fighting bums in the United Arab Emirates for a while.
That's the biggest mistake a fighter can do. Fight, no disrespect, tomato cans, and then come thinking they can fight to a different level in the ring.
Yep, there's Shane McGuigan lacing up Chris Billiam-Smith.
Yep.
Armend Xhoxhaj.
That's what he's fighting?
Yeah.
Knock me the fuck out. Yo, big Smith is fan?
Size don't win fights.
I know. I'm saying.
So round number 4 between Dan Azeez and Rocky Fielding, and this is the round where I thought he would start turning it up. Round 4.
Fielding?
No, Dan Azeez.
Oh, I thought you were saying that the old India was going to turn on.
I hope so. Rocky Fielding need to do something.
He's not doing nothing. He's fighting off, pushing his skill, allowing this guy to put.
Oh man, if Azeez times him when he throws that right hand, that
I'm not really high on. I never was really high on Fielding, anyways. I respect him, but I don't.
I don't know if you noticed, but he has a very controversial win on his resume against John Ryder.
Seriously?
Yeah, like that was like the Canelo split John Ryder fight before, because they fought Liverpool like 2 or 3 years before John Ryder fought Canelo split, and they robbed John Ryder that fight too.
I'm so happy for John Ryder. Like he's actually earned it the hard way. Hopefully, gets
the fact that it pisses people off that he's fighting Canelo makes you want that fight to happen even more.
Yeah. Because come on, man, the guy's done it the hard way the whole time, and nobody wants to give him credit. Damn, he's pushing Phil back like he's nothing, man.
Nice uppercut from Azeez. Azeez doing a good job keeping that stiff jab right in his face the whole fight. Stiff jab.
And pushing him back, man. But,
you know what? I would like to see that fight, him versus Whitaker, the dude that won the medal for the UK.
Who's that?
Dan Azeez.
Yeah.
That's a fight they want to make. There you go. Good 1-2 down the middle there from Dan Azeez. Rocky's Fielding doing a lot of scoring up, and he's getting his body just chopped up, and then he lands a couple of decent shots. But you know, if you get into an exchange down there with
I think you're right to the body. Look at him. I think he's tired. And if the subscriber said that he was taking those tomato can fights, biggest mistake.
Yeah, Ryder's a pit bull. You can't handle them, but they do. But their stable has roids. Blah blah blah. They do. When before the Conor Ben stuff, it was he had to beat anybody. Then he starts beating people. They say the Jacobs fight was a robbery. Then he beat Zach Parker. They say Zach Parker ain't shit. But they were saying Zach Parker was the guy to beat Andre. And Rick Laser talking about Zach Parker's better than Johnny Beck.
He always goes against you with that and boo Andre. I like. Shout out to Rick Laser though.
Steps forward a little bit closer with his feet, and just constantly pressuring you. He stays very compact. So
there you go. Good uppercut from Dan Azeez.
Position to one of the shots.
And then a nice left hook on that side again. And listen, it ain't the flashiest in the world, but Dan Azeez gets right in your grill and he starts just beating the piss out of you.
Yeah, an uppercut. Got a 4-0. 4-0, I got it.
Isaac Chamberlain!
Oh, shoot.
Let's go, champ! Isaac!
Yeah.
Isaac Chamberlain, the Cruiserweight Contender, Brixton, South London's very own, and South Florida's adopted very own.
Yeah.
Isaac Chamberlain, ringside. That's my guy right there. Let me text him right quick.
Yeah. That's crazy. We were just talking about him. He's out there supporting boxers, though.
See there, there's the combination upstairs on the jab. That's a really good respect that. You finish the body and set the side.
This guy's good, though. What his name is? I think.
Yeah.
Says Buddy McGirt. We see him in lots of corners of UK fighters these days. Dylan White recently, Callum Smith, of course.
I just texted him.
Chamberlain?
Yeah.
God bless him.
All right, so round 5, Dan Azeez versus Rocky Fielding. It's been a systematic, beatdown so far.
Yeah.
Rocky Fielding getting hit with straight jabs, up jabs. Don't really got a whole lot with him. Canelo fought this dude, just so you know.
You want to put whatever.
There you go. Good right hand there from Dan Azeez. Dan Azeez kind of fights a little bit like Marlon Starling. He got that Marlon Starling tight high guard.
Yeah, then go back down.
The way he throws his punches in his hand positioning.
Got his socks up.
Looks like a center fielder with those big ass socks he got. He looks like a center fielder for the Marlins.
If it works for him, you know what I mean? Who the chance for him? Oh, they just bunt.
I don't know.
Brother always said the Brits look for something to drink and they're good.
Oh wow! Supposedly, according to Mike, I didn't know this. Dan Azeez has been in camp with Artur Beterbiev.
Oh wow!
So this is one of the guys that helps Beterbiev get ready.
So you already know.
And Michael Manning says those socks that he's wearing reminds him of Dennis Johnson for the Celtics.
Yeah, you're right about that. Yeah. DJ.
There you go. Oh, nice. Another left hook from Dan Azeez. There you go. Uppercut.
He's using like a punching bag, man.
He's really, yeah. Rocky Fielding looks like a straight punching bag right now. I don't like the way he's looking. There you go. Good, solid straight jab there from Dan Azeez. Dan Azeez beating the piss out this dude right now.
He's in like a sparring session.
It's pretty much that's what this is. This is a glorified sparring match.
Yeah.
I wish Rocky had this much resistance when he fought Canelo.
He's there for that paycheck. Crazy how.
Yeah, at this point, Michael, I think they need to get a towel because it's not.
There's nothing here. Look at his head. Look at his face. He's not showing out and he's not fainting. He's not doing nothing.
I swear to God, he's working like the Everlast bag.
Yeah. I'm trying to tell you.
He's literally right there in his face. Just rolling shots, changing angles, levels. Okay. Dan Azeez.
I got a 6-5-0. He's saying something. I wonder if they put McGregor.
Yes. If we don't sound the most excited, like don't get it twisted. It's a very good performance from Dan Azeez, but it's a very one-sided fight.
Yeah, Rocky Fielding's not coming in here to do anything but to collect the paycheck. But the guy was saying if he was fighting those guys over there in Dubai where he was, you can't do that with a fight. That's training right. He's got Dan, Colin Smith.
Michael says that he's telling Buddy McGirt what to do with Dan Azeez.
Yeah. Got Colin Smith. He got, I don't know who else he got. He got Dennis back too, right? Yeah.
Dillian White. Oh my Lord. Come on, Dan. Don't play with your food. Pack him up. Get him out of here. Rocky Fielding not trying to do anything today.
I haven't slept either, man. I've been up the whole.
You didn't sleep?
No, I was there. I couldn't sleep. I've been up the whole time. I took my medication. That shit didn't work.
There you go. Good jab again by Dan Azeez. Another one.
Damn. I like the movement. I like the way he.
Did he really, Michael?
What he say?
He said Rocky Fielding was borderline retired. He said it's too cold to move to the UK right now.
You can ask him about that a couple of years ago, right, brother?
I don't listen. I went to the UK. I went to the UK in December of 2019. Miserable experience. Cold.
You say you go in the summertime?
Yeah. Man, Rocky's Fielding's not doing nothing.
It's like he's out of it. I'll be honest with you. Like he didn't come to fight tonight. Look at this guy, man. He's playing like a boxing game. We just punch a guy like this. Where the head comes up, remember the game? The punch where you punch together the toy and
Rocky Sock and Robots.
Yeah. The best fight here was the bar fight. And this one. With on the scene.
Oh, he's talking about Buddy. Buddy said he knows he has fighters in the UK, but he's not moving there. Buddy McGirt.
Hell no, I don't blame him either.
Come on, man.
Drag out. I told you to drag out hard.
Come on, Dan. Get him out of here, man. Stop playing. Rocky Fielding on that bullshit.
Trying to get that ring rust is really trying to get out. I'm talking about Azeez. He said, I'm just there. He said Chamberlain's there for he's supporting.
I don't know. There you go. Come on, Dan. Get him out of here.
Yeah. Ooh.
There you go. Jab, right hand.
Oh.
There you go. Dan Azeez landing a series of right hands and left hooks.
There you go. Make it to the whole. No, ain't no way.
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah.
Oh. God's plan.
Everybody we're going to say, just be playing with them. Get your rounds to bring yourself. Get your rounds in.
Honestly, I hate to say this. He'd be better off going to the gym on a 70-pound, 150-pound bag right now. Fuck, Rocky Fielding, what are you doing, bro?
Gee, look at that. So you stop the fight and let it go.
This is
the commentary is trying to make it something that it's not.
Like Rocky Fielding's defense. I'm not exaggerating. Like his defense has been so bad in this fight. I think Rocky Fielding would be offended if Dan Azeez didn't hit him.
Yeah.
If he didn't hit him upside his head. That's what it looks like. It looks like he's trying to get hit by Dan Azeez. Every punch this guy throws seems to land.
Was your last shot when he fought Canelo?
No.
This is the way he fights.
He beat this German fighter that he was supposed to lose to.
Yeah.
On the road in Germany, and that's like his claim to fame. He won a WBA regular title or secondary title.
And then Canelo said, let me pick him.
So he's a champion. Making history.
We fight right.
Oh my God! Come on, Dan. Dan Azeez steadily in the chest. Rocky Fielding, but Rocky Fielding I'm starting to give Canelo some credit for that win because Dan has been hitting him with everything, but he's not putting him away.
No.
Rocky Fielding leading with the head, lands a left hook that catches. No, he's not missing a damn thing.
He's going right to the body, going uppercuts.
It's like, you know, when you play video games and you put the game on easy mode. Rocky Fielding it's like the easy mode right now. You can't miss him. If you want to throw a 4-punch combination and land, you can do it.
Look at that shit, man. You could be a punching bag. That's what you can be.
I gotta say, man, I haven't had
dragged out.
I haven't had too many criticisms of Ben Shalom and Boxer. This is one of the probably worst cards, like worst co-main events that Ben Shalom has put on.
I knew it was going to sleep. Not even know much about the fighters. What's this same guy doing? Just in the fight.
Ben Battle says, what round? Right now we're in the 7th round. Midway point of the 7th round in a 12-rounder. He said this is like when you play NHL 94 and you do the wraparound goal every time.
Good point. God. I told you don't be that. I told you it was going to be
There you go. Good body shot from Azeez.
Put him out. He got no power. Come on, put him out.
Yep. Cheers to you too.
Cheers.
Cheers. Dan Azeez just steadily working behind that jab. Rocky Fielding not really moving his head, punching with his chin in the air. And he can't keep this guy off of him. And it's not a matter of if he's going to beat Rocky Fielding, but when and how. Because Rocky is not really offering any resistance. I know Dan stops some decent, like Dan Azeez is stopping decent fighters, but
stop this one.
Stop this one.
We don't mean bad on Fielding either. We're just saying, like, literally, you haven't done nothing the whole fight. Look at that. The commentator's trying to make it something that is not. You hear the commentator?
You know, look, I have a lot of. Oh, there it is. There's the signature move, the knee.
Yeah.
He takes the knee. So Rocky Fielding finally takes the knee. And that's a knockdown, technically, right?
Yeah.
He takes the knee, so.
I told you he's done.
He did that like 3 times in a row against Canelo.
Did he?
So his trainer says he's going to give him one more round. One more round.
Yeah?
One more round, yeah.
For what?
Yo, people have the audacity to say Michael Mckinson was born. This shit was more exciting than.
Yeah, this shit right here. I mean, shout out to Armend Xhoxhaj. He's fighting good. He's not getting no response, no comments, no nothing. He's tired.
Oh, right there.
Yeah, the lip, right?
Right on the ribs. Yeah, the lip ribs. So the end is near. Dan Azeez finally gets Rocky Fielding to fold up a little bit.
4.5.
Ben Shalom, let's go. Turn the fuck up.
Just finish that fight quick too.
This card is so bad it's good. Look at that. Oh my God. So Dan Azeez comes out and he's sitting down on these punches. Well, he's trying to get Rocky Fielding up out of here. Right hand, uppercut, right hand to the body. Michael Manning says Michael Mckinson looked like Prince Nassi compared to these fights.
That's it. This is like a joke right here. I never liked this guy. I mean,
Rocky Fielding?
Foreign-ass fucking fighter.
There's only one Rocky Fielding.
Fucking sucks.
One Rocky Fielding.
Says he's something.
Walking along, singing a song. Walking in the Fielding Wonderland. There's only one Rocky Fielding.
Go down. Fucking ass foreign-ass shit.
And I like, you know, Dan Azeez kind of reminds me of the way he fights. He reminds me of an American fighter, but the prophet. He reminds me of Troy Isley.
Think so?
The Top Rank.
Yeah.
He got the same style as Troy Isley. He ain't flashy. He's a real steady guy, strong.
Yeah. Do it. It's gonna go 10 fucking 12 rounds. You gotta know how to.
If it goes 12 rounds, you know what? You know what? There's only one Rocky Fielding.
Fuck this boring thing.
Sing it. You gotta sing it. One Rocky Fielding.
I hope Smith finishes the fight quick too. I don't want to be fucking 5 hours watching.
Walking along, singing a song.
The whole card sucks. Except for the block.
And Michael Mckinson. I think
McKinson, but we didn't
I
get
think
to see him.
I think the main event's gonna be competitive. I think a fight.
This guy's gonna fucking walk over him. He's fucking big, strong. This guy's a toothpick. Do you see how he looked
Can't
compared to
underestimate.
Bill Smith?
This guy's ranked.
Damn, this guy don't knock him the fuck out.
Good jab there from Azeez to the body.
That one ain't gonna
And then
go.
a jab up top.
That one
And
ain't
then a
going.
right hand downstairs from Azeez. Azeez got him on the ropes.
That one ain't going.
Azeez starting to pour it on. Left hook, right hand. And he's catching a great rhythm. Uppercut, left hook, right hand again. Rocky Fielding. And there it is. There it is. There's a towel. So Dan Azeez makes the corner throw the towel in, and he scores the 8th round stoppage to improve to 18-0.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm sleeping. Nothing else wrong with right.
You know what? We need to show appreciation for Rocky Fielding.
Fuck Rocky Fielding.
There's only one Rocky Fielding.
I like the style. Never did. I mean, respect it in the ring, but that's about it.
But yeah, man. The fight was very, very one-sided. Rocky Fielding didn't really have
Nothing.
anything with him. Dan Azeez, good, steady style. I'm gonna start calling him the British Troy Isley because that's what he fights like to me. I like watching a Troy Isley fight when I watch him fight. Same sort of style.
That New York hat. What's his name? Buddy McGirt.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's all the undercard fights. So the main event is next.
Him, he was good. Zine and
Caroline Dubois.
Dubois and what's his name?
You didn't even watch McKinson.
I didn't see him. So I knew he was gonna be. I'm a big fan of his. This guy's supposed to be this good guy.
Rocky Fielding.
Fucking go back to the field.
He's a name in British boxing. He's a name.
Yep.
He fought Canelo.
Fucking man, that was a freaking pick. We call it
A cherry pick.
cherry pick. If there was any. That's why I can't wait to Ryder beats the fuck out of him.
Who?
Of Canelo.
Honestly, I want to see John Ryder fight. I want this rematch to happen somewhere in Liverpool with him and Rocky Fielding. That'd be a good fight.
No, bro, please.
Because there's only one Rocky Fielding.
You got a joke.
One Rocky Fielding.
You're serious? That's a joke.
I want him to avenge his loss. Hey, shout out to all 9 of you that are here. I know this ain't gonna go down as one of the great live fight reactions in history, but we here. Conor was probably the highlight of this live, but we got the main event next. Chris Billiam-Smith
That ain't
versus.
lasting more than 6 rounds.
Think so?
Yep.
You don't give this guy no chance?
Nope.
You're just gonna write him off
Bite him the fuck off.
and be disrespectful.
No, I respect that he's going in the ring. Bill Smith got more power. You see it.
That's your answer to everything. I have to say about every freaking fight, except when you hate a guy. Like if it's Devin Haney, you don't care. You don't care that then it's he's got more skills.
Man,
Connell told you.
Yeah.
Connell told you. He told you Lomachenko's a fucking hype job. That's what he told you. I'm glad. I'm glad we got somebody else to tell you the truth.
I'm not mad at him, but in terms of the opinion, I like Connell. I'm still right with him.
He said, I don't disrespect fighters, though. That guy's different.
Yeah. He says, that was fucking overhyped when he first came. He said, what you talking about? Oh, that's funny.
So Dan Azeez. So yeah, the main event is next. Thank the Lord.
So he got a title here, or he got something here, right?
He's already British champion. He gets retained his British and Commonwealth titles, and he marches along.
Isn't it like trinkets though, like you said? Those titles are like trinkets?
Not those titles. Those titles get your rankings.
Oh.
Over there. I mean, in general.
Yeah.
Boxing ranking. I want to see if he's ranked in the top 15. Dan Azeez. See if what fights can be realistic for this guy next.
He actually looks good though. This guy right here. I like the fights on that high guard.
Oh yeah, he's 12. He's 12 in the WBO. 10 in the IBF. 2 in the. He's 2 in the WBA. And he's number 7. He's ranked in all 4. So Bivol better watch out. Bivol better watch out. Dan Azeez is coming for his ass. Bivol better watch out. Dan Azeez is coming.
Right.
Hyro says, I hate the Commonwealth belt because it has rainbows on it.
What sprinkles? You got sprinkle colors?
You know that rainbow belt they got?
Yeah.
Because you know Chris Billiam-Smith's Commonwealth champion.
But isn't that the same the belt that what we got down here in America from the Ring magazine? Isn't that colorful too?
Stop that. It's not Ring magazine. Ring magazine is Ring magazine.
Okay.
Ring magazine's for everybody. It's not just for America. Ring magazine's for everyone. But yeah, we here, man. The first live fight reaction of the day. So you don't think Ben Shalom knocked this one out the park?
Fucking boring is the card.
So you're not a fan of it.
So you're gonna wait long, drag out card.
Hey,
Fine.
what do you think? What do you think about this fight? Look at the screen. Look at the screen. What do you think about that fight? Chris Eubank Jr. versus Liam Smith.
Fuck that fight.
Liam BP
No
Smith.
interest at all, none whatsoever. Got an all-ass Liam Smith making a paycheck against Chris Eubank, who could be fighting a better. He's 160 pounder, right?
It's a big fight for the UK.
Okay.
You know, Chris. Chris Eubank Jr. said he was coming in for 60% against Conor Ben. He's coming in at 61% of this fight because
He's so stupid. I like him though.
he came into the press conference. He had a KFC jacket on.
Did he?
Yeah, because he said that's what he's going to be eating for training camp.
I like his father. His father's sheriff.
I don't see anyone beating Bivol. It's going to be a tough quote to crack, man. Bivol is really one of the top guys in the sport right now. You know, I don't. I'm gonna tell you this. Hey, people may not like this. Ain't none of these Mexicans beating him. He conquered Mexico.
Who, Bivol?
Bivol's the mayor of Mexico. He beat all the Mexicans. What are the Mexicans did he fight? I want to see how many. Oh, hold on. Here's Dan Azeez. Here's Dan Azeez. Let's see.
You might want to fight Chamberlain.
He's in the weight class below Chamberlain. Fight Chamberlain.
In the end, a methodical, systematic breakdown of him, he must be over the moon. Yeah, no, I'm really happy. He was tough. To be honest, I thought I might get him out there a bit earlier, but he showed his experience. And even when I tried to blast him out, he had to tuck up and then come back. But overall, I'm happy. I've got a new belt, and yeah, that's what matters.
He missed the weight yesterday and obviously worked hard to get down there. Targeting the body, was that something that you and Buddy McGirt and Mark Gillespie discussed?
Yeah, but that's regardless of whoever I'm fighting. I'm the midget in the division, so everyone's taller than me. So there's nothing better than going down to the body, and yeah, it worked against Rocky.
What's the future plans now? I saw the European circulars went out this week, and taking European title. Ben Shalom has looked at that, and you've got Francis Thomas 4 there. So
what are you
British Commonwealth, there's room for a European.
Yeah, for sure. To be honest, I would like to get on the January, 28th card? The 8th card.
January 21st, I mean, he's right there. He's right there.
I would love to get on that card. I feel good. I've been in the gym. I weighed in my career lightest because I've just been in the gym after this Chakan fight. I didn't really have a break. I was still in the gym, went out to LA, trained my ass off, had this fight, and I feel good, man. I really do.
I can't play matchmaker, but you're one more from winning the Lonsdale belt outright. So I'll ask Ben Shalom in a second, but if he can't be the European, would you try and get another defence in there? I mean, January 21st, it's
the European higher than that?
Quick, you might not be able to find anyone, but Lyndon Arthur is obviously someone that's with Watson, and it's something that could work.
Yeah, no, for sure. If Ben can make that happen,
That'd be a good fight.
I'm aware that he's made it.
Him versus Lyndon Arthur.
I can't force anyone to fight.
You know Lyndon Arthur, the guy that beat Anthony Yard.
In this sport,
You don't know Lyndon Arthur.
good fights. I don't want to just
Stop playing with me.
I want fights with
I heard him.
Things I could lose. There's a chance maybe I could
Remember,
win.
but I heard.
That's what I'm about. So yeah.
I'm not throwing you under the bus there. I mean, there's a lot of good names and fights that can be made, but January 21st, too soon.
You're going to have that one card is going to be
You
bad.
need a break.
Promoter has
You need
that.
a break. There's not a harder working fighter on the British circuit. I'm so happy for him because I think he's still living the flat when I met you because he wants to keep that hunger, and you see that every single time. That guy's hungry, and he's now showing his levels. And I think, massive 2023. There's some big names in the light heavyweight division. He's right up there now, right up there.
European next year for British defence.
I wanted to win the European title. I wanted to win every title. Southern, English, British, Commonwealth, European. Wow, what a story that would be next.
Just a world title on the mantelpiece. There you go. So you're going to get me in trouble. Go ahead.
No, I just wanted to dedicate this fight to one of my brothers that I lost a couple months back, Azeez. I know he'll be looking down on me. He'll be really happy. He was really proud of me. I'm happy to just read this belt out for him. Thank you, warm over. Let's get ready for Chris Billiam-Smith.
I like him.
Yeah. So there you have it. Dan Azeez, who's a very highly ranked contender in the light heavyweight division. But by the looks of the way things are, he don't seem like he's too far away from getting a big fight at light heavyweight because he's ranked in all four of the governing bodies as high as number 2 in the I believe it's IBF or WBO? It's WBA. He's number 2 in the WBA. So Dan Azeez is a guy that could be getting a big fight. I think he's a good, steady, solid fighter. I mean, I don't know how the hell anyone beats Bivol right now. Bivol just looks Nobody's unbeatable, but he's in boxing right now. He's probably the closest thing to unbeatable that I think we have right now in boxing. My man Ben says I don't see Bivol versus Beterbiev needs to happen before Beterbiev turns 40 years old. Only fight to make in the light heavyweight division. It is, but unfortunately, we're not getting that fight till like late next year at the earliest because according to Bob Arum, he said that pretty much if Beterbiev beats Yard, he still have to fight Callum Smith right after.
Yeah, wow.
How do you feel about that?
If Beterbiev beats Yard?
Yeah, he has to fight Callum Smith.
That's bullshit. That's some bullshit they threw in there, honestly.
Because he's the WBC mandatory.
Yeah. He wants to get his ass fucking kicked. He's gonna get his ass kicked. It's a waste of time, honestly. These fucking second bodies want to throw out shit after the guy wins and they want to put all these roadblocks. Fuck them. Section of bodies.
Tell him how you really feel.
No, I'm good with that. I'm tired.
He said
I haven't slept, so
I'm saving it for the other line. Right? He's saving it for the big fight tonight. And by the way, shout out to all 13 of you here. I know this has been not the most eventful card, and as you can tell, Pops is telling y'all the real. We'll be live later on tonight for Frank Martin versus Michelle Rivera. Please feel free to join us on that. I'm sure it'll be a more action-packed than this. As Howard would say, Al Heyman, PBC's back. PBC's back. The real cards.
I don't think Howard who really likes.
Well, you know what? Hold on. Let's see something. Howard, are you there? Let's see if Howard's here. Howard, are you there?
He ain't there, brother. He left. We cut him off.
No, this is him. He's still there. Boxing Gems.
Don't say that, brother.
That's not Boxing Gems.
Yeah, Howard be doing some crazy shit, man.
Well, it was funny was the last person he was 210 Boxing TV. This other guy. Sometimes he's like fighters. Sometimes he's promoters. Howard says that's not me. That was you. Stop playing around. You were like, yo, you know.
You right here? Or
yeah, no, that's it. He was both. He was both. He was both.
But then those of you like a book, you guys know each other too much.
You know, unless it actually was 210, but 210 didn't say nothing.
What, did he get his cigarettes or whatever he's supposed to get? I didn't know he smoked.
Who?
Howard.
He doesn't. He talking that bullshit. Hold on. Let's see. Chris Billiam-Smith.
Don't make me laugh, Brandon. Are you serious? Oh shit.
It's just the exciting part is what works hard to do. So it's very much about just
He didn't say that. He go with it. That's motherfucker. That's all.
What's up? That's not okay. You know what? Banned. Require, I guess. There you go. Get out of here. Scram. Kick them right out. But yeah, main event is next. Just patiently waiting for the main event. Chris Billiam-Smith versus Armend Xhoxhaj.
You're not even gonna go too far.
You never need to the other guy to fight. You gotta get the other guy.
Fucking cracked. I'm telling you, Smith's gonna crack him.
Why?
It's bigger. You see it.
But Callum Smith was bigger than Canelo, and that shit didn't work.
Fuck that, man.
Oh, you know what? This is perfect. I'm glad you said this because it gives me a chance. I mentioned one of your favorite fighters. Mario Barrios is bigger than Tank.
Fuck Mario.
Mario Barrios, your favorite. Why don't you like Mario Barrios?
I mean, I'm happy you got all the money. He pulls good management.
Pay-per-view.
Born and so. You got my birthday, please. The Warrior.
The El Azteca.
Yeah.
Who do you want to see Mario Barrios fight next, Pops?
I don't want to see him do anything. It don't excite me.
Look at that. Armend Xhoxhaj.
He might be good, though. Look at him.
BT, how would you grade the Martin versus Vera card? I would say it's better than the one we're watching right now.
Definitely better.
No, there's some good fights. You got Kenneth Sims on that card. You got Jose Uzcategui versus Vladimir Shishkishin. It's a good fight at 168. There's a couple decent fights on there. You know, definitely a couple worth checking out. I mean, I don't know what letter grade I would give, but I would definitely say it's better than what I'm watching right now. I don't, you know, I'm a bit disappointed.
Disappointed?
Yeah.
You got your damn mind.
I'm a bit disappointed. Just so you know, Pops, I don't know if you heard, but Makabu's fighting here in Miami.
I know. Don King got him fighting who?
Noel Mikalainen.
They both in the same stable?
Oh, no.
On Fight TV?
Fight TV. How the fuck do they got Isaac Chamberlain number 7 in amongst British cruiserweights? That's disrespectful. They got, I can understand Tommy McCarthy, but Jack Massey ducked the shit out of Isaac, which is why he had to fight Billiam-Smith. And this guy, Michael Lawal, it will get his shit pushed back. And Isaac already beat Luke Watkins. They're being disrespectful. They said, Isaac, you're not even top 5 British cruiserweight. That's disrespectful.
You already know that. He's got to keep proving himself.
Oh, God. Let's have it right here. Sanisa Mama Estrada, what's up?
What up, man?
What's up?
I told that wasn't me, man.
You were freaking a lot of people, bro. You're being possessed. I'm gonna say what somebody told you earlier, man. You gotta be yourself.
He may be cute.
Oh, I can't be too much of myself. If I show my real self, then the women will be crazy and shit.
That's true.
How are you?
Well, people always tell me to be my spiritual self, so I think I'll do that.
Okay.
How do you feel about the PBC card tonight?
I think it's a great card. I think it's a good holiday special.
Who are you going for?
I'm gonna have to go with Frank Martin.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Well,
From what
are you saying that Rivera is a big nigga?
Come on.
I'm talking to him. I'm talking to him.
I assume that yes.
What happened?
I would have to say yeah. He is that big nigga.
You don't.
No.
You don't.
Hey! I'm about to kick you because y'all. Come on.
Okay, I'm sorry. But you don't like Rivera at all? What do you like in Martin?
Well, he knocked Romero Duno out, so I see Romero Duno, so.
Okay.
He's more familiar, I guess. That's why he's picking him.
I just think he's more athletic. He has power. He's with Errol Spence, so the connection there.
Oh, you like Spence?
Yeah, Harold loves Spence.
Harold, you like Spence?
I mean, is it a bad thing?
I'll leave it alone. God bless you. Yeah.
No,
it's not a bad thing. You're entitled to your opinion.
I mean, before I was saying some crazy shit. I was saying that Mishorva is chinny, that all he does is use the name Ali. But now, after watching BT talk about him, I did my little research on him.
You see what Spence did with Leon Muhammad, right?
Who?
Leon Muhammad is the OG that was at 8-time world champion. Yeah.
No, he didn't box.
Who?
Imam didn't box.
Yeah, he did.
No, he didn't. Leon Muhammad did not box.
He never boxed?
He's a fucking manager.
Oh, I thought he boxed.
The manager. Yeah, how about the undercard, Harold? What do you think about the undercard?
I think it's great, man. You got Kevin Johnson on the undercard.
You got your boy Jose Uzatagi.
I'm
hey,
for that
I got a question for you, Harold. Do you think so? They wouldn't let him fight Dave Benavidez on EPO and PEDs, but do you think they let Jose Uzatagi fight Vladimir Shishkashin on EPO and PEDs?
I think so.
I think so too. I think we might get a devastating knockout.
From who?
Uzatagi. If he's on PEDs,
he don't even look like he is. Not big.
He was taking like one of the worst PEDs ever to fight Dave Benavidez.
You told me he was taking 2 types of drugs or something.
He was taking like crack, like PEDs, like
he was trying to get on an even playing field with Dave Benavidez.
Once a cheater, always a cheater.
He was trying to get on an even playing field with Dave Benavidez. Because we know Benavidez,
Yeah. Harold, who you got tomorrow winning the World Cup?
Bro, can we start talking about the World Cup? That shit's pissing me off. What's a boxing channel? No, we're not interested in that. The only person that's interested in that is Johnny, and Johnny ain't here. Johnny ain't here.
What are you going for, Harold?
I would have to go for Argentina.
There you go. Look, on to the next.
Fuck that shit. I'm going for France. How about that?
You going Bobby?
Nah, I'm joking. I don't care.
Whatever.
Fuck, man, event to start already. I'm
gonna lay down. I haven't slept. I'm gonna try to take a quick nap.
You're not gonna watch man event?
You're gonna crack him, Brendan.
You're not gonna watch the real CBS? Chris Billiam-Smith, man.
He gonna crack him.
The real CBS.
He gonna crack him.
Not Stephen Fulton. The real CBS.
He gonna
Chris Billiam-Smith.
He gonna beat this guy before you even know it. Ain't going 12 rounds.
Oh, my man Ben Beatty says Rivera is right. He does look like the bigger man. A good test for him. My man right here says Rivera by decision, better jab, footwork, and timing.
Mm-hmm. I got you on that one. I'm with you on that one.
Damn, I mean, I'm hoping Frank Martin wins because if Frank Martin loses, man, it's gonna look bad on Errol Spence.
Errol Spence already looks bad.
That's true.
He's not promoting anything. He won't fucking do no interviews with nobody. And when he does, he's giving these passive aggressive little answers. Like him and Crawford are both stupid, but especially him because literally they think like by not answering questions that like no, the next time they see you, they're gonna ask you again.
I'm done.
Like just give someone an interview, clear this shit up, and move on.
He's not gonna clear it. They're trying to ask Derek James, and he's like, I'm not getting involved with that.
Derek James says they don't want the fight no more.
I'm sorry, he's saying I'm not getting involved. I don't worry about that no more.
He was never worried about it in the first place.
Yeah, so we'll take a nap.
Yeah, man.
Damn.
Crawford already fought.
Then Shalom man pops out the building.
Damn.
So I guess I got to do this fight by myself.
I guess so.
Armend Xhoxhaj.
Yeah, man.
Yo, honestly, this might be like one of the worst Ben Shalom cards of all time. What do you think? How were you at?
Oh, come again? Oh, what did he say?
This is like one of the worst Ben Shalom cards in history.
Yeah, I mean every card is pretty much except for Kell Brook.
No, that's not true. The Isaac Chamberlain, Chris Billiam-Smith card was way better than this.
Except for that one too. Yeah. Wait, PT, I gotta use the restroom.
All right. We're here, man. True School Sports, man. This has been I honestly this is gonna be one of them lives, guys, where I ask myself, why the hell did I go live for Chris Billiam-Smith versus Armend Xhoxhaj? This is like a really, really random fight to be live for. But we're here, man. We're here putting it in overtime. We'll be live again tonight. Shout out to everyone who's still out here rocking with me. Put that volume back on. Jesus, man. This fight better be good. I hope this fight is good because Ron Sizzle 402. What's up, True? I love your content. Keep up the great work. I remember when you had 1,000 subscribers. Tell Pop I said, what's up? Continue being the number one dad. I got Smith winning by knockout and Ali Michelle Rivera tonight. Thank you, man. That was a long time ago. I had 1,000 subscribers like in 2016. So that was a long time ago. But I appreciate you, Ron. Yeah, you've been coming here for a long time. And I'll definitely tell him that. He went to go take a nap because this card, along with him not getting no sleep, put him to sleep. So we're going to do a solo dolo. We here. Main event. Chris Billiam-Smith, the real CBS. Armend Xhoxhaj. Here he comes. Uh-oh. Okay. Wow. He's coming out to Eye of the Tiger on the Rocky Balboa vibes. Armend Xhoxhaj, a pretty relatively unknown challenger. I believe he's 14-1 or 14-2 from Kosovo. Good boxer, decent power. Ranked in the in the IBF and WBO, looking to really throw salt on the wounds and spoil the party of Chris Billiam-Smith, because if Chris Billiam-Smith loses this fight, he's not getting a world title shot. Chris Billiam-Smith has to take care of business against Xhoxhaj to get his world title shot, and they're talking about potentially that world title shot maybe being at the Vitality Stadium, the home of his He says you'll go live for this, but not Ioko Franco. Man, I'm gonna go live for Ioko Franco. I'll be live for it. Listen, if I went live for this, I gotta go live for pretty much any card. Now I've set the bar pretty damn low now. All right, so Xhoxhaj is in the ring. But I like Chris Billiam-Smith, so that's part of it too. I like him. I'm a fan. Ioko Franco, I don't have one yet. I don't have a prediction. I'm still trying to figure out what the hell I think about that fight. I don't know yet. Yeah, I don't have a prediction. Ask me like the week of the fight. I don't have a prediction yet on that. Chris Billiam-Smith making his way to the ring in front of the Bournemouth faithful. We'll see, man. I don't have one yet, so I'll wait. I'll watch the tape before I make a prediction. All right, so Chris Billiam-Smith is finally in the ring, and we're just moments away from our momentous occasion. Chris Billiam-Smith versus Armend Xhoxhaj. I really hope this turns out to be a decent fight because, man, this has been – I kind of regret going live right now. But we're here. Hopefully PBC and Al Heyman and that card makes up for it because this has been a brutal live. Man, History Voss said, he'll go live for this, but you won't go live for Ioko versus Franco. He's got a point. Nah, he went to go to sleep. He left me hanging because he's tired. He didn't sleep last night, so he wants to get some rest before he comes back live for the big fight tonight. Are they? What's the odds on that? What are the odds on that? I'll tell you this, man. Chris Billiam-Smith, as he's shown in his last fight and previous fights, very physically strong fighter, a guy that can push you back, grind you down, decent boxing skills. You know, has a good jab. I know Armend Xhoxhaj from the little bit of tape I watched this morning. He likes to move around the ring, and he's got a little bit of thump with him, a little bit of power. So you know, we'll see. The fight within the fight is, can he keep Chris Billiam-Smith from pushing him back? Because listen, Isaac Chamberlain in the early and later rounds hit him with some big shots. And then the last one had him on his feet, but ultimately it just wasn't enough. And Chris Billiam-Smith, he has a way of wearing you down systematically, round by round. So we're gonna see what he does. But until then, we're here, the Untouchable True School Sports Empire, you know, live on a Saturday. And the Bournemouth crowd gives Chris Billiam-Smith a bunch of love as he gets introduced. Yeah, Armend Xhoxhaj does like to come forward and press press the fight. So if he does that, then it's Christmas come early for Chris Billiam-Smith, and he should be able to really impose himself and make things happen. So both fighters face off. Chris Billiam-Smith, with a very stoic look on his face, knows what's at stake, knows that he can't get to the world title fights if he doesn't win fights like this against these unknown challengers, but ranked challengers nonetheless. And for Armend Xhoxhaj, it's a chance to really make his mark in the cruiserweight division and put himself in line for a potential world title shot next. So a lot is at stake. Here we go. Round one. Chris Billiam-Smith in the black trunks. Armend Xhoxhaj in the yellow trunks. It's your boy BC, Brandon Taylor, the untouchable True School Sports Empire. Thank you guys for joining us for the main event. Armend Xhoxhaj pressing forward, looking to make something happen. Chris Billiam-Smith gets caught with a jab and then a right hand there from Xhoxhaj over the top. Okay, so some scoring shots, some punches that land here for Armend Xhoxhaj here in the early stages of round one. Armend Xhoxhaj trying to push Chris Billiam-Smith back and put him on that back foot. Chris Billiam-Smith starts to push Xhoxhaj back as he gets in his chest. There you go. Good left hook to the body there from Chris Billiam-Smith, and then an uppercut up top by CBS. There you go. Good jab there from Chris Billiam-Smith. Billiam-Smith trying to push back Armend Xhoxhaj. There you go. Good, nice, stiff jab there from Chris Billiam-Smith to get Xhoxhaj's attention. Xhoxhaj resets. There you go. Two good, stiff jabs there by Chris Billiam-Smith to keep Xhoxhaj at bay. Xhoxhaj eats another jab. So Chris Billiam-Smith boxing him a bit from range right now. Trying to pick up on that rhythm of Xhoxhaj. Xhoxhaj doing a lot of bouncing up and down on his toes. Xhoxhaj just overshoots the right hand. There you go. Good left hook to the body there from Chris Billiam-Smith. There you go. Good uppercut to the body there from Chris Billiam-Smith. Chris Billiam-Smith just misses the overhand right. But so far he's in control of this round, you know. Good stiff jab so far from CBS. Good right hand from Armend Xhoxhaj, but he gets caught by in between with the Billiam-Smith right hand. 26 seconds left here in the opening round of the fight. Chris Billiam-Smith just misses the right hand. If I got any questions, leave them down below. I see there's still 15 of you here. Hey, much respect and appreciation to the 15 of you guys that are here. If you guys are here right now, you really do fuck with True School Sports, because this is not a great live. This is not a great fight. This is not a great card. But we're here nonetheless. We are here nonetheless. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, man. Like I wasn't planning on even going live for this fight, but you know, I was like, you know what? You know, I didn't go live for Chris Billiam-Smith's last fight, which was really the fight that I was excited about, because I'm really good friends with Isaac Chamberlain, and he beat a very good, determined Isaac Chamberlain that night, and he really earned our respect. So I would say that fight made me a Chris Billiam-Smith fan. But just this whole card so far hasn't been like the greatest card in the world. But we're here. Hopefully things heat up as the fight goes on. But we had a round two. Round two of Chris Billiam-Smith versus Armend Xhoxhaj. By the way, for the 15 of you that are here, let me know in the comments. Where are you guys from? What city, what state, what continent? Let's take a roll call. I'm out here, you know, in South Florida, you know, Miami, Florida to be exact. So, yeah, let me know where you guys are from. There you go. Good body shot there from Chris Billiam-Smith, and then Chris Billiam-Smith comes around the hook or around the guard with the left hook, and then man, nice little combination to the body, and then comes with the uppercut down the guard. And Xhoxhaj is having problems with Chris Billiam-Smith when CBS is able to plant his feet and throw volume punches. It's giving Xhoxhaj some fits. He said, "BT, I'm pulling for you more than these fighters." I appreciate that, man. I need it. I need all the help I can get. We got Australia. Okay, that's one place I want to go visit one day. Australia, Perth, Australia, in the building. Armend Xhoxhaj, good right hand on the guard from Xhoxhaj, and the fight's starting to heat up. Billiam-Smith on the ropes. Missouri, we got Missouri in the building. We got Presidential Luke. He says, "Yo, BT, when did you go to Philly? I'm in Vero Beach. I went to Philly in June. When I was out in New York City for the Better BF Joe Smith Jr. fight. I went there to Jerron Ennis' gym. I was there for like maybe 2-3 hours. So yeah." Is there a fight in Miami today? Absolutely not, Charlie. He doesn't fight. He doesn't. Ahmed El-Biali, the Pharaoh. He doesn't fight down here until next month. He was supposed to fight, but it got pushed back. Cardiff. We got Cardiff in the building. Yes, sir. It's crazy how you say the name. How your name is the same as my nickname. My last name, BT. Short. Yeah, my name is Brendan. Last name Taylor. BT. So yeah. But 47 seconds left here in round 2 of Chris Billiam-Smith versus Armend Xhoxhaj out there in Bournemouth, UK. And Xhoxhaj has some success this round. Chris Billiam-Smith just got caught with another right hand. Xhoxhaj is having some success with that right hand. So if I'm Xhoxhaj, I'm setting up that right hand as much as possible, and I'm pumping that right hand right down his throat every single time. Over and over again. Just keep feeding him. Oh! Uppercut from Xhoxhaj. Okay. Chris Billiam-Smith eating some big shots. But he continues to march forward and pushes Xhoxhaj out of the ropes. Shit, I think Xhoxhaj might have won this round. Okay, Chris Billiam-Smith lands some decent shots to end the round, but Xhoxhaj definitely landed the more bigger shots, and I think they probably landed about the same amount of punches. So I would say Xhoxhaj won that round. So I got it. I got through 2 rounds. I got it 1-1. Chris Billiam-Smith's doing a good job when he's able to plant his feet and throw volume punches, but Xhoxhaj, with Xhoxhaj, when he's throwing that right hand down the middle, Chris Billiam-Smith is having a hard time defending it. You know, he got caught with a big overhand right there in the middle of the last round, and that's something that he needs to tighten up on, because Xhoxhaj is he's not no huge puncher, but he's not a pillow punch either. This guy has power. This guy's heavy-handed, and you know he could hurt him if he takes enough of those enough times. He can hurt him. So through 2 rounds, you know, good fight so far. All right, so here we go. Round number 3. The fight takes place. Shout out to my man LMS out there in a city that I want to visit really badly one day. Tokyo, Japan. Shout out. Here we go. So Armend Xhoxhaj gets right in Chris Billiam-Smith's chest, taking the fight right to him. And he's kind of made Chris Billiam-Smith a bit of the, fighting on the back foot. And Chris Billiam-Smith doesn't look comfortable on his back foot. Xhoxhaj gets in his chest, throws the left hook around the guard. Good defense there from Xhoxhaj. Chris Billiam-Smith misses the left jab. Not a whole lot as far as feints from Chris Billiam-Smith, but a decent little half step there, and then a jab that scores for the Bournemouth fighter. There you go. Good left hook to the body there from Chris Billiam-Smith. Man, I don't know. Chris Billiam-Smith needs to find a way to get on that front foot more, because I think by him fighting on the back foot, he's going to be in some trouble. But good jab there from Chris Billiam-Smith. Xhoxhaj being very patient, looking for the openings to counter Chris Billiam-Smith. There you go. Left hook to the body from Chris Billiam-Smith, and then a right hand over the top. And then a nice stiff jab from Chris Billiam-Smith. Yeah, so far, CBS doing a great job of boxing this round. You know, he's not really known for his back foot boxing skills, but doing a very good job off his back foot, not really taking a whole lot of punishment from or any punches from Xhoxhaj. Xhoxhaj isn't having the success in this round that he had the last round. Oh, my God, come on. There you go. Good left hook by Chris Billiam-Smith. There you go. Another jab by Chris Billiam-Smith. Oh, nice right hand off the ropes from Chris Billiam-Smith. Xhoxhaj having a hard time finding any openings. When he's got Chris Billiam-Smith fighting the fight that he wants him to fight, but he's not capitalizing. Chris Billiam-Smith's doing a good job of mixing up his offense and his defense, mixing up his attack on the back foot and his attack on the front foot. Xhoxhaj falls short with the overhand right and then gets counted himself. So Chris Billiam-Smith showing some craft, showing some skill here in round 3. Not just barreling down on top of the opponent, but actually showing legitimately solid boxing skills. And, you know, a really good rebound round there from Chris Billiam-Smith after what was a decisive last round that he lost in the round 2. So I got Chris Billiam-Smith up 2-1. Shout out to all 17 of you here. It's your boy, the untouchable True School Sports Empire. We don't get tired, we get better. We don't get tired, we get money. And we just heating up here on True School Sports. We're going to be live later on for Frank Martin versus Michelle Rivera. So please join me for that one later on. That'll be I'll be live for that around 10:15 Eastern Standard Time, 9:15 Central Time. 7:15 Pacific Time, and that would be what? 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. Be 3:15 a.m. UK time. So yes, sir. Should be a whole lot of fun. All right, so here we go. Round 4. Let's see what Chris Billiam-Smith and Shane McGuigan drew up in the corner that last round, because Xhoxhaj, he may have lost that round, but he's not discouraged. And the crazy thing is they have the unofficial scorecard actually has the reverse card to me. They have Xhoxhaj up 2-1. I've got Chris Billiam-Smith up 2-1. So you never know how people are seeing this fight. Chris Billiam-Smith on the ropes right now. Xhoxhaj in his chest. Lands the overhand right. Grazes Chris Billiam-Smith. Chris Billiam-Smith trying to get this Xhoxhaj off of him. There you go. Good solid jab there by there you go. Nice stiff jab down the middle there from Chris Billiam-Smith. Xhoxhaj moves in and just touches him lightly with the jab. There you go. Good uppercut by Armend Xhoxhaj. Xhoxhaj pressing forward, starting to really have that success with Billiam-Smith. And like a stiff jab down the middle, and then grazes him with the overhand right. Xhoxhaj steps to his left, throws the right hand around the guard, then steps to his right and lands an uppercut. Chris Billiam-Smith just misses the jab. There you go. Good body shot down there by Billiam-Smith. And Chris Billiam-Smith's one of these guys, he gets a little bit stronger as fights go on, and he's starting to show that a little bit here in round 4 as he picks things up. Xhoxhaj lands a nice solid right hand that Chris Billiam-Smith just rides with the shot. He just takes a little bit off of it by riding the shot. Man. There you go. Good left hook by Xhoxhaj. There you go. Some good left hooks to the body down there by Chris Billiam-Smith. By the way, for all 13 that are here, if you got any comments, feel free to drop them down below. Oh! Good right hand by Xhoxhaj, but then a good right hand by Chris Billiam-Smith. So I think CBS might have just got that one. So I got it 2 rounds apiece. Tell you guys this right now. When this fight is over, I'm taking a nap. I'm taking a nap because this card's been a. Ben Shalom didn't knock this one out the park. All right, so we head to round number 5. Chris Billiam-Smith versus Armend Xhoxhaj, 2 top contenders in the Cruiserweight division, fighting for the chance to potentially fight the Australian World Champion, J.O. Pataya, for in the next fight. So a lot is at stake here. Good jab there by Chris Billiam-Smith. Yeah, I mean, Chris Billiam-Smith's been normally a pretty consistent fighter, but I don't remember him throwing so many jabs this early in the fight. And I've watched him fight quite a few times, and I feel like he's been throwing more jabs and been more of a boxer in this fight than in other fights I've seen. Xhoxhaj presses forward. Chris Billiam-Smith throwing a steady diet of jabs. It seems like Shane McGuigan wants him to box more because this guy Xhoxhaj is strong. He is explosive. He can punch, and he doesn't want to give him too many chances to land anything. But so far, so good. Billiam-Smith doing a good job boxing behind that jab, and then he lands a left hook to the body, another left hook to the body. So now Chris Billiam-Smith starting to fight the way we're normally accustomed to seeing him fight. When the fight gets on the inside, you deliver good, hard, bone-crushing shots. Man. There you go. Good uppercut there from Chris Billiam-Smith. Xhoxhaj marches forward. Throws a right hand that just grazes Billiam-Smith, but nothing really lands too cleanly. Ooh. Chris Billiam-Smith sits down on an uppercut, and that one got Xhoxhaj's attention. Let's do it again. Oh, Chris Billiam-Smith with a 3-punch combination on the guard. Xhoxhaj's hurt. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Xhoxhaj is out cold. Chris Billiam-Smith with a big knockout here in round 5. Oh, my God. That was scary. Holy shit. Wow. Wow. Chris Billiam-Smith just knocked this dude into the next dimension. And yeah, my man right here, Ben Beatty says he thought it was round 5 or 6. And yeah, man, I don't know what he did. It was the uppercut. It was the uppercut he threw an uppercut about 10 seconds before that, and he really sat down on it. And when he sat down on it, I could tell it really got Xhoxhaj's attention. And then he kind of picked up the punch output, and the punches were having a big effect on him. And motionless. It was motionless. It was like, so he threw an uppercut that stunned him, and then he hit him with a flurry. It was a right hook and a left hook, and then a right hand, and I think it was like a left hook. I gotta see the replay. It was a whole barrage of punches. So yeah, man, that's like honestly, that's the knockout of the year candidate right there. That was as brutal of a knockout as I've seen all year. Xhoxhaj just got up. He just now got up, but he was literally like motionless for like when the minute he hit the floor. That was one where when he hit the floor, you knew he wasn't getting up in 10 seconds to keep the fight going. You knew for a fact it was a matter of time. And you know what? Seeing the way he knocked him out, that's got to make me appreciate my boy Isaac Chamberlain more, because Chris Billiam-Smith broke Isaac Chamberlain's orbital bone, I think, in the second round, and Isaac Chamberlain hurt him once. He actually hurt him twice while he had a broken orbital bone and almost stopped him in the 12th round. So when you see Chris Billiam-Smith when you see CBS hit guys like that, you almost got to ask yourself, what was Isaac Chamberlain made out of? Because that was a devastating knockout, devastating. And Xhoxhaj, loses as many people thought he would, around when he thought he would, and he tried his best, but his best wasn't enough. So it is what it is. Chris Billiam-Smith inches closer and closer now to fighting for a world title. So I'm gonna wait for this post-fight interview, and then we're gonna get up and out of here. Yeah, no, absolutely. He's one of these guys, man. He can take punishment, but he can give it out, and he's got a great gas tank, and he's not gonna get tired. You'll never beat Chris Billiam-Smith because he gets tired. You're gonna either have to outbox him or knock him out. All right, Ben. Yeah, man. I go live pretty frequently. I'll be live later on tonight for the fights here in America for Michelle Rivera versus Frank Martin. So I'm gonna watch this post-fight interview, take a 3 or 4 hour nap, and then I'll be right back here. So if you're gonna be up, I'll be here for that fight. But a lot of content, go through it. A lot of interviews, a lot of great stuff. So yeah, go check it out. Man, that was a devastating uppercut. He stepped back and he stepped right into the uppercut. Oh my God. Oh my Lord. Man. CBS. That's a bad boy right there, that Chris Billiam-Smith. It's a bad man. He might be world championship material. He's getting better. He's boxing a little more. He set up the knockout with him boxing. He didn't look for that knockout. It came to him because he was boxing. All right. Let's hear this post-fight interview.
Declaring your winner by knockout,
Chris Billiam-Smith has given these border fans what they came to see. The slightly subdued look on his face, but that was short, that was sweet, and in the end, that was brutal. We'll be hearing from my side in just a couple of minutes.
All right, so I'll wait for him to do a little interview, but shout out to everyone who's still rocking with me. This ain't really been a great, one of the best lives we ever did, but we here, the first of two, the untouchable True School Sports Empire. It's your boy BT. Chris Billiam-Smith gets a sensational 5th round knockout against Armend Xhoxhaj. Oh my God! I mean, the uppercut was as the Brits would say, punch perfect, and then then he just hit him with a barrage shots, left hooks, right hooks, uppercuts, right hand. I mean, he hit him with every punch in the book, and he absolutely just put him out, and that's what you want to see when you're fighting a fight like this, where there's a lot on the line, potential world title shot at stake. You want to beat a guy like this that you're supposed to beat and do it in nothing short of devastating fashion, and that's what he's done. So massive shout out goes to Chris Billiam-Smith, a guy that looks like he could be the next Cruiserweight champion, a guy that, you know, could really make some noise in this division. Yeah, just wait for this post-fight interview right now, and then we'll wrap it up, because this has been an interesting live. You know, we had kind of local sports here earlier. Yeah. Just so you guys know that the next Ben Shalom boxer card will be when Chris Eubank Jr. makes his return to the ring. Will be taking on Liam Smith. Not the biggest name fight that could have been made, but you know, a big fight domestically in the UK, and Liam Smith's a big name who's fought some big names, so obviously makes sense. Liam Smith thinks he can beat Chris Eubank Jr. And that's what it is. So we'll see what happens. I'll probably live for that fight whenever it does happen. And yeah, they need to hurry up and get to this post-fight interview, man, because I'm trying to see what he's gonna say and then go ahead and take this nap. What do you guys think? If anybody watched that knockout with me, what do you guys think? Nah, Howard, you missed it, man. He knocked that was one of the best knockouts of the year. You need to go watch the highlights of that when you get a chance. January 21st. That's when they fight. Eubank fights Liam Smith January 21st. I don't know, man. J.L. Bataille is good, but listen, J.L. Bataille got his jaw broken. Chris Billiam-Smith might do it again. That dude is strong, Hyro, and he's getting better. He's boxing well. He's moving well. He's improving every fight. That Isaac Chamberlain fight improved him a lot. All right, here's Chris Billiam-Smith. Here he is. Finally.
Huge congratulations. Huge knockout. Just want to say it is a huge relief as well to see Armend Xhoxhaj leave the ring on his own without assistance after what was a very worrying time there. That was an assignment laced with danger. Everybody knew what was at stake. Was that exactly what you thought it was going to be, or was that a harder night than expected?
No, exactly what I thought it was going to be. I wasn't probably switched on enough. At the beginning, got a few silly shots, but got the job done with that tip. This is the corner. Shane, even in that last round, was sitting down a little bit more. Started doing that, walked with a few shots, and obviously had it, and thankfully he's okay.
You've asked him now to ringside in that second round. You've got a good chin. You probably needed it because he was very game and he did catch you in that second round. Were you hurt?
No, exactly. Must be momentarily sort of more annoyed with myself than you get a lot of shots like that, especially if I know that's a shot that was coming before the fight. I called for it. I said that's what he's not good at. His timing was good, and it was almost the way it was coming, but just couldn't adjust.
The finish when it came was brutal. Like I say, still too glad that he's okay. It was scary. It was not a shot.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of love with Michael Mckinson, who's ringside. In that last round, I felt myself, we were working on connecting, on those. I literally did that just before I threw the last sort of 100 punches, which I had with. And then obviously the finish, I was very well connected, and that was obviously a great finish.
You're a great pro, so you've been straight man in back all week, but now everybody in here wants to hear, are we coming back here in the summer? Are we going to the Vitality? Is there a world title fight in your field?
Absolutely, I celebrated it too early, but that's what, makes my mind straight away. Let's go be cool, and let's get a world title.
Let's bring in Ben Shalom.
So here's Ben Shalom.
There's 4 champions out there. Which way are we going with this?
First of all, I heard some people calling this a tune-up. We knew it was going to be an absolute war. That was a war-level opponent, and it was a war finish.
Fury's gonna do Usyk like Chris Billiam-Smith did that guy. Usyk will have success, but Fury will be too. It's possible, man. Chris Billiam-Smith, man, he's got a chin on him. I mean, I remember, like I said, I remember that last fight, especially in that the second round and the 12th round. He got hit with some big, hard gunslinging shots from Isaac Chamberlain, and he was hurt a couple times, and he took it and he came back. Here's Shane McGuigan. Let's see what good old Shane got to say. What does Shane got to say about this?
Within reason, in that second round, you heart in your mouth, or have you always got confidence that it was just a blip?
No, I can see in his eyes he was recovered straight away. But listen, that guy's ranked in the top 15 in the world. You don't get there without being a good fighter and dangerous. And then Power normally gets these big guys up to world level. So when you was going to be dangerous, Chris Webber, he literally woke him up, didn't he? It woke you up. So, came back, put his shots together and one knockout. Wow.
I don't want to embarrass him, but he's one of the nicest pros on the circuit. He's one of the hardest working pros on the circuit. He's brought Cruiserweight champions through already in Lawrence Okoli. How proud would you be to see him not just get a world title fight here, but win it?
Oh, it'd be amazing. I think that would be the biggest achievement of my career.
That tops up a great year for you, remain unbeaten as a trainer. Chris, just come and give us one final word here. You've done your bit now, so is it a chance just to relax with the family over Christmas and then go again? And who do you want? It is your opportunity, and Joya Patara is muted as the front runner. Richard Riakpo, it wouldn't be for a world title if you two met again. There's been a lot of respect there, but do you feel that you've done the work now that it is a world title fight next? And if it is Joya Patara, what's your message?
Yeah, Joya Patara is a great champion. He proved he beat the man. Grace Briggs was the man. He beat the man, so now it's my turn to beat the man.
And this crowd, there was some suspicions. Yeah, Isaac Chamberlain was a great fight too. British fighters, you can have a chat with him. This was a relative unknown. Wasn't sure if the crowd would come out, but they banged it out again.
Yeah, absolutely. He's not there in the boxing mode. People haven't heard him in the boxing mode. And these fans, majority of them sound like football fans, and they're just amazing. So I have to thank all of you. Let's keep going. Let's put on to a huge year next year and win that world title.
Well done to you. Merry Christmas and here's to 2023.
All right, so there you have it. Chris Billiam-Smith irons out Armend Xhoxhaj in the 5th round with what I believe may just be one of the most devastating knockouts I've seen in boxing this year. It's up there. It's gotta be. That's a top 10 knockout I've seen this year, minimum. That was very devastating. And listen, man, this guy Xhoxhaj, he wasn't a pushover. He did come to win. The guy had some power. The guy had some things that were troubling Chris Billiam-Smith early on, but as the fight wore on and you saw Chris Billiam-Smith, I was surprised with the boxing he had, the boxing skills he displayed in this fight. And I think he's steadily improving, So now the attention for him shifts to potentially a world title fight. Now, obviously, his dream would be to fight in a place they call the Vitality Stadium, the home of Bournemouth FC, his favorite soccer team or football club. And that would be like a really good fight. Him and Opata would be an amazing fight. I hope that fight happens. If not that fight, then Richard Riakpo was doing commentary. Richard Riakpo beat him for the British title 3 years ago. That would have been that would be a great fight, obviously, with a lot of intrigue in the cruiserweight division. So Chris Billiam-Smith, great year for him. Shane McGuigan, I know a lot of people are talking about Derek James, and a lot of people are talking about what's his name, Bob Santos as trainer of the year, and as they should, but let's throw Shane McGuigan's name in there. He's had about as active of a year as anybody, and he didn't lose no fights. He's got top cruiserweights, he's got top heavyweights, he's got women's fighters, he's got probably one of the biggest, most active stables in boxing. He didn't lose not one time this year, so he deserves some consideration because they did win some big fights and some important fights for the McGuigan stable. But on that note, guys, listen, I'm tired. I can't believe we just went live for almost 3 hours for this card. So at this point, we got to go live for almost anything. So, yeah, man, we'll be live in a couple more hours for Frank Martin versus Michelle Rivera. Please join us. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I hope to see you guys there. So I'll see you guys there. Take care. Like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just giving Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys.